G'day D-Live and welcome back to the Gives a Minutes D-Live stream for a Friday afternoon affair. It has just gone 30 minutes past 2 or 2:30 or 30 minutes to 3 if you like. In the PM for me, good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening to you. Whatever the time it is, wherever you're consuming this content, you're always welcome right here on the Gives a Minutes D-Live stream. I'm streaming with the GoPro Hero 10, but I want to make sure we're live and everything's tickety-boo before we get too deep. And I'll tell you, yeah, we're good. Oh, wait a sec, what about audio? Audio, I'm using the default microphone here. I want to just check what that sounds like. Okay, it sounds good. So, I'm streaming with the GoPro, and why am I doing this? Let me just put this down. It's a little bit of a test for me, a little bit of a test. I want to do a live stream from my job. And to do that, I'm obviously not going to use my full camera rig. It's not going to be practical to set my GH5 up on the dash while I'm driving. That's just not practical. Instead, a GoPro is the ideal ticket. A GoPro added with the max lens mod, which always makes itself vertical or horizontal, I beg your pardon. That's the ultimate goal. So I've got the GoPro Hero 10, the media mod with the little windsock, also the GoPro 3-way tripod and the max lens mod. So no matter what I do with the camera, it's going to stay horizontal. So I'm going to grab it from you. I don't know how you're not going to be able to see this, but I guess you can see it. Here's the tripod, the 3-way. If I turn the camera on its side, you're still horizontal. And this is going to be the beautiful thing when I put you on the dash in the van, or in the bus, you're always going to be getting the correct level. I could even turn you upside down. Now you can't see that that's upside down, but trust me, that's upside down for me, but it's up the right way for you. So this is going to be a great addition. By the way, that 3-way gets a lot of extendable action. Oh, come over here. I got to tighten up some of these little doozies. Should be cool. So, yeah, this is the reason I'm doing this. I'm still using the Teradek VDU Go as my stream ingest, and I've got a power bank to power the GoPro, but there is a little technical, a little hurdle you got to overcome when you stream with the GoPro and an HDMI output. And the hurdle is you don't see anything. There's nothing on the back of this GoPro. That's the little creak, by the way. There's nothing on the back of this GoPro, and on the front it just says HDMI out, or it just says HDMI. So you have to know the sequence of clicks on the mode button on the side and the shutter button on the top to get to clean HDMI out without the HUD, the heads-up display. I think I've got that worked out, so we're good at that point. I'm pretty happy. Now, audio-wise, we're just running naked GoPro microphone, although it does have the windsock on it, so I don't know how that sounded. Did it sound anything at all? I also wonder how directional this is. If I start talking and turning the camera around from me and now I'm at the back of the microphone, are you hearing anything at all, or are you just hearing the creek running by the little creek side there? The other thing that I was thinking of, which is a bit of a shame, using the media mod, the GoPro is no longer waterproof. If it were waterproof, it would be rad to sink it in there, right? Just get it under the water, but it's not waterproof with the media mod, so that's not going to happen. Okay, so let's put this down and tell you what we're going to do here on this stream. It's not going to be a full to sunset style stream. How do you open this up? Oh yeah. Let's put you back down here, and then I'll check the chat and we'll have a little chit chat, and then we'll crack a little bit. Oh, the sun's just going over the hill. Dude, it's gotten cold the second that dipped. So, in the chit chazzle, chisel, chat, chit, chit, chat, chit. Okay, how far back are we? What's up, Gibbs? Yo, Charles, how you doing? Hello, Charles. What's cracking? I'm booking cruises. That was last night's Charlotte Rose comment. Hey, Charles, how are you doing? I've been enjoying Cab 7 Ben's panels. He's been doing some panels, has he? I'd love to join a panel when I get back from New Zealand. Trying to stay cool, Charles. It's hot as hell here. Dude. The sun just went ta-ta over that hill. You can see the snow up there, right? I gotta put a jacket on immediately. Holy crap, that got cold. Glad I brought my big jacket here. That got so cold so quick. So, are you good with that, Angel? Are we good? You want to see more of that hillside, right? I don't trust that's going to stay there though. It's wobbling. Whew! Shit, the temperature just went whoopsie! See you later, temperature. Fair crack of the whip, dude. Sun out of the freaking sky and shit, that got cold. That's unbelievable how much colder that is. I mean, fair crack, I am sitting by a creek in wet grass, but I'm sitting on a stone here. But that did get really cold. It's hot as hell here and humid for you, Pablo no Escobar. 71 this morning. I don't know what that is in Celti. Benon needs a windsock for his weenus, the Chili Peppers style. The video and audio is crisp and clear. Thank you, Pablo. That's good to know. Sound dropped in volume a bit when you turn the camera away. Okay, so that's a very directional microphone then. Sweet, good to know. Still audible, okay. Remember to M-tag before beer. I already am M-tagged. I didn't change it, so it should still be M-tagged. I did not change a thing. We should still be good. How did you know I was going to drink beer? Got myself a stout here. I saw a stout in Fresh Choice today. $11 for one beer. $11? This one was only $7, but who pays 11? And it was called Boring Beer. And it's very bland label, just the word boring on it. I'm like, $11? I kind of want to try it just to see what it's all about. But no, not for $11. So I got myself instead a handcrafted Stoke Legacy Stout. M-tag is not showing. Is that right? Does it? Okay, that was weird. Does it not? Is it not M-tagged? Oh, I guess we better M-tag. It only says IRL. Thanks, Charles. I'll go ahead and M-tag. It should be pretty easy for me to do that. The other thing too that's worth noting right now, on a GoPro, you have no control over the exposure. So I'm at the mercy of whatever the GoPro chooses in terms of aperture and shutter speeds. Although I've got the ISO max set to 400, 800, sorry, minimum 100, maximum 400, I think I did. Either 4 or 800, doesn't matter. What I'm saying is whenever things change, I can't do anything. That's the reason why I don't like using the GoPro for anything sort of into the evening or early morning. Middle of the day and before when that sun was blaring, it's perfectly fine. But as soon as like you want to control ambient and exposures and ramp up and down, there's no way to do it. There's nothing on screen, right? It's just completely black. Now that's just a problem with the HDMI output, but it's also a GoPro problem in the sense that there's no real exposure triangle on a GoPro. There's no manual override. There is, but it's not quite what a photographer's used to. Blah, 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 bling. Otherwise I'd use this all the time, right? Let me, family friendly. Wow, I did not change that. Mature audiences only. Dude, it's cold now. Okay, so we're now M-tagged. And yeah, just in regards to this long stream I'm gonna do from work, like the whole day of from when I start my shift to where I end, that's gonna take a fair amount of data. So I'm gonna have to plan it for when my data packs roll over in the month. And that's gonna be around about the 25th, approximately 22nd. Around about the 22nd of August is when I'm gonna do this, effectively a 12-hour stream. I'm gonna take you guys with me with the GoPro, and that's why I got this, so I can turn it on its side and everything's perfect. I can lay it down on the dash and you don't even have to position it, just sit right there on the dash and everything's good. I got to time that for my data. And speaking of data, M-tag now. Thank you, Pablo, thank you very much. Speaking of data, I'm gonna activate my 1 hour of free data right here, right now on this very stream. And I'm gonna do that. let me go to, where are we here? 2 degrees, of which it feels like 2 degrees. Shit, that got cold. We could chase the sun, but it's only gonna last a little while longer. I wanna chase the sun. Chase that sun right up the air. Why am I not getting a oh. Lightning ports, eh? Lick them and they work better. Not advice. What am I doing? What am I looking for? Oh, I'm on the wrong app. I should be on data clock. And that lost its... Okay. And start the clock. 1 hour of free data. A packer started. So we got free data for 1 hour on one of my hosts. Hello, dog. Come on. There's a dog just up there. That's a beautiful, much love from Los Angeles. Azorian. Hello, Azorian. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to have you. Yeah, it is a nice place. Hey, look at this. Look at this. We're in the gorge here. This is the gorge. Hey, come on, dog. You're going to come across? It's not going to go across the water, huh? Oh, yeah?
Are you dropping too much?
Nah, you're good. You're good.
You go for a swim? Can you go?
Go on.
No?
No swim.
Hey, have a great day.
Thanks, man. Cheers. Yeah, we're in the gorge. I guess this is Gorge Road. We're in Queenstown, New Zealand. And well, that way, that's Coronet Peak. I don't know how well you can see that. Again, the GoPro is going to auto expose you, but that's Coronet Peak. Literally Coronet Peak. That's quite literally a ski field right there where I work. So if you're interested in coming up there with me, I'm going to be taking you up there around about the 22nd of August. This should be interesting with the GoPro. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know about the exposures and like setting different exposures and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's all out of my control basically. This is great, doing well. Thanks, friend. Yeah, thanks, Azorian. Haven't seen you for a little while. Now I got myself a beer here, the Stoke handcrafted Legacy Stout, 6.5%, 500 mils. But the thing is, there is a brewery just over yonder in Industrial Place. It's called Searchlight Brewery. So we're gonna drink this beer here. They don't open until 3 o'clock anyway, or it's nearly 3 now, but we're gonna just chill here for about an hour or so, and then we're gonna go over to the distillery, to the brewery, and I'll get one of their stouts, and then we'll call it. We won't be streaming until late. I think I'm working tomorrow, but I haven't got a roster yet. That's a bit of a shame. I'm cold already. My hands are cold. Let's crack this stout by the little creek side. I love a stout beer. First time I've ever had this. It's from Nelson in New Zealand. Handcrafted Stoke Legacy Stouts. Cheers. Okay. It's got like a sort of a... It's got a little smooth kind of coffee-esque... It's not quite bittery like I would like a bittery stout, like with the malty, dark aromas. You know, like a Guinness. It's not like that. It's a bit more... It's smoother. It's smoother. Fantastic winter beer, huh? A good fat black stout. But I gotta put gloves on. Fresh beer is so good. We're way better than canned and sit in the warehouse before buying. Yeah, well they got the brewery up there, so well, I didn't reach out to them or anything, so I'm gonna have to just ask them, you know, is it okay for me to live stream this? Because they typically businesses are all about that. They're pretty keen for it, but they might say, no, not a chance, dude. These are our beers. This is our secrets. I doubt it. They'd probably be pretty cool. Canyon Brewery, further up the gorge here, they let me do that. Thank you, Mitch. So I guess, you know, Canyon Brewery set the pace. Both Searchlight and Canyon Brewery are corporate sponsors with NZ Ski. Oh, did I bring my... I get a discount too as an NZ Ski staff member. I think I got my pass. Shit, I don't know if I've got it in my wallet. I do have it. This gets me in town. This pass here, oh, the GoPro's autofocus too. This pass here gets me access, or sorry, discounts all over the place in this town. That's my crew, staff, everything pass. Like, this is, you load this up with money for half price food and beverage on the hill. This is your lift ticket. This is your bus ticket. I don't need that because I'm a bus driver, but this gets you, yeah, this is the key to the town basically. And yeah, we're at a, we've done this before. We're down at a little a fitness trail called something fitness trail. I can't remember it, to be honest. Can't remember. And the sun will set. How well does that pick? If I want to show you Coronet Peak, and I want to see what the auto exposure does. How well does that come up? Looking up there at Coronet Peak. I really wish the media mod was waterproof. I'd be dunking you guys under the water and trying to find trout and stuff. I'm just wondering, I know there's latency here. Oh, you can't see anything. That's lame. Hey, by the way, where's my overlays? Oh shit, is DLive overlays off? The only overlay I've got there is the PayPal one, but that's not my choosing. The view account's missing. My follower goal's missing. Is a D... Let me guess. DLive, the plugin or the API that Tidy Labs uses is down on DLive. Are there any other streamers that... Can someone just go ahead and do a little test and go and check other streamers? Because if someone donates, I bet it's not going to come through, right? Yeah, when you see that on my screen, you've got the PayPal thing at the bottom left, and then you've got nothing else. So there's no follower goal, there's no viewers watching. My guess is all that shit's down on DLive. Tidy Lab server is down. G'day, June Girl, how you doing? So yeah, okay. I mean, I don't want to be the one to say it, but a lot of bad things are happening, and this just adds to it, doesn't it? So what, no one can donate to this stream? Not that I'm demanding donations, not at all, but if the facility's not even there, add that to the list, chalk that up to another one. Jeez. That's an error 500 on Tidy Labs. Server error, that means. Maybe he's pulled it. I mean, okay. You want to speculate here? You want to go into the world of speculation? I've had a couple of sips of beautiful stout. Is it possible nobody's getting paid on DLive? Not even the staff. Is it possible that Tidy hasn't been paid for his services to DLive? Is it therefore possible that maybe he said, I'm halting my service until you pay me what you owe me? Is that possible? No one's paid, no one's been paid, right? No one's been paid. I'm just saying, I mean, no streamers have been paid. I mean, sorry, that's not true. If you requested crypto payment, they put a manual payment through. But is it possible staff aren't being paid and therefore contracts aren't being paid as well? That would fulfill what's going on now. But then again, we've seen Tidy Labs go down before. Wait, I thought it was July. Pablo, it is July. What did I say? Did I say June? Oh, it's June Girl. I see. You little sticky diggy. My alerts still work. Interesting. But are you using Tidy Labs? I mean, I've got Streamlabs alerts as well, but the in-app alerts on DLive, I mean, you can clearly see that there's no follower goal on screen. So that's not even an alert. That's just a browser plugin or a browser source. Now, Benon, you really must stop making sense. Hey, I'm just putting forward an observational, a conclusion that I might have concluded through observing current events as they've taken place throughout this year. I don't have any information. I don't have any confirmation. It's just the Tidy Labs server. So how, if the Tidy Labs server is down, how are your alerts still working, June Girl? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, can someone drop a lemon to test? I'm not asking for donations, but can someone drop a single lemon and we'll just test? I mean, you'll be able to hear it if it comes up with a wow. If it still says wow and it comes up on screen, then some of it's working. I'm not asking for alerts or for donations, don't get me wrong, but I'm curious, right? Okay, so you dropped a donation of a lemon. Oh, can I turn the volume up? Did it play the wow? Because I see the... Thank you, June Girl. Don't make assumptions, your conclusions could be wrong. I mean, they probably are wrong. But if you can't speculate and you can't draw your own conclusions, then that's a pretty boring world. It didn't play nothing, but I go through OBS. So it's nothing to do with the software that you go through. So the software, where you plug in your browser alert, is irrelevant. As long as the browser URL is fine and dandy, which in this case, it's not. Doesn't matter how it comes into your stream. You could use, I mean, there's other streaming software such as Wirecast. I used to use Wirecast back in the day. There's, what's the Danny Black one? Mimo Live, there's Mimo Live. There's, oh, in my case, there's Go Lightstream, which is basically a mobile version of OBS. So it doesn't matter what software you use to bring those browser sources in. If the browser sources are down, which they clearly are, then they're not going to work. No, wow, yeah, nothing. Okay, cool. Interesting. Interesting. It's interesting, but it's also a little depressing, isn't it? But we are sitting by a lovely stream here, folks. It's all snow melt, all snow runoff. Very cozy, it's nice. You can hear the trickle of the stream, it's lovely. But yeah, don't make assumptions. Your conclusions could be wrong. That's not a very cool way to live, because at that point, you would never do anything because you would always fear that what you're doing is incorrect. You have to do things to learn. So you have to be able to make mistakes. You have to be able to start again, like correct mistakes, and then grow from there and be better. But if you never even try, then you end up in this kind of, you get in this position where you just accept everything at face value without asking questions. That you become a walkover or a pushover at that point. You have to make assumptions, conclusions, speculations, considerations. That's part of life. We've all been given brains. We got to use them. But not doing it for fear that you might be wrong. That's insecure. That's an insecurity. If you're not comfortable making decisions on your own based on things that you've concluded, then that shows an insecurity on your half. Wow, we're getting deep. We're only half an hour in and we're waxing poetic so deep right now. Could be the way that the stream is running, you know? If you wait long enough by a stream, the bodies of your enemies will float by. I've come across many assumptions that were wrong. Yeah, we all have. Hello, look at this guy. Ah. No way. He pushed that into the stream himself. He pushed that into the stream himself to then chase it. That's so cool. You want me to do it? Bring it over here. Doing a live stream. There we go. You ready? Right now it's about dogs and frisbees. You ready?
I'd love to see your live stream to see what's on it.
Yeah, well he's on it right now. You can find me. I'll give you a sticker, dude. Aren't you cold? Aren't you cold? Aren't you cold?
You know what, my dog's gonna be famous.
What's his name?
Cooper.
Cooper. Oh, Cooper. Does he get cold?
I'm not sure at this rate.
Oh, that was cool. I might not have seen that though on the shot.
That's alright.
Come on, Cooper. Gotcha, buddy. Yeah, I'll give you a sticker, man.
Yeah.
What's your name, dude?
My name's Mario.
Mareo. What a cool name.
Thank you.
Mareo and Cooper.
I'm walking the dog by myself.
Oh, you're walking the dog by yourself. That's
Yeah.
cool. So in here, I've always got stickers. Let me just grab one out. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
See that URL there? It says givesaminute.com. Ignore the .com, that's gone. But if you search me on any of the platforms like Twitch,
Okay.
Twitter,
Yep.
I'm on DLive, I'm on YouTube, anywhere you'll see it as Gives a Minute.
Thank you.
All right, Cooper, let's go, man. Let's get another one here. I gotcha, buddy. I gotcha. I gotcha. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, you gotta let it go. Let it go. I can't throw it if you don't let it go. Come on. Cooper. Let it go. Is the word drop?
Well, it's drop it.
Drop it.
If you let go and say drop it, it might
Look at this dog.
Usually whenever you meet somebody who'll bark at them, but unless they're kids, of course if they're kids, you would never bark at them.
He knows I'm dog friendly. Go get him. Go on. Come on, Cooper.
Give it. Give it. Drop it. Drop it.
Drop it. Come on.
I think we might have to head home.
Yeah, okay, man.
My mum doesn't want me to go.
You gotta go home.
Give it. Give it.
He knows the home word. Oh, it's home time, Cooper.
Come on, boy. Let's go.
See you guys.
See you. Thank you.
See you, man. What a cool dog. He fully wouldn't let it go. Now my hand's all wet, but it was worth it. Let me close this up again. I think that kid was just stoked to be able to be let out. Like he said, I'm walking the dog by myself. He's like, oh, it must be one of the first times. That's cool. Cooper is fast. Yeah, that dog was cool, hey? Little Cooper. It's a Jack Russell. Was that a Jack Russell? But I thought Jack Russells didn't have... They look like real smooth fur. He just wouldn't let it go. He's like, I want you to throw the frisbee, but I'm not going to let it go. Somehow you've got to do it without me letting it go. Dogs, huh? Funny. Yeah, that was funny. We'll take a stroll down there as well. We won't do it yet, but we'll do it soon. When you finish the beer. What are we talking about? Oh, assumptions, corrections, assumptions. Let's come over here a bit. I really like that there's no... Oh, you know what? There's no need for H-Man. With the GoPro Max Lens mod, there's no need for H-Man to tell us we're not level. We're always level. Oh, we've got to give Hendrik a different role. There's no need for the H-Man, that sucks. Abby's in the house. G'day, Abby. How you doing? Hello, skis. Better check why I haven't got a roster yet. I should be working tomorrow. Let me just double check that. Sometimes it comes in a bit late. No upcoming shifts. Am I not rostered on tomorrow? Let me check my calendar. I should be working tomorrow, but I haven't got my roster yet. I mean, it might come through later, but... Okay. H-Man, you're fired! He's out of there. No, it's like, you're no longer needed. Hendrik, your services, as good as they have been, are no longer needed or warranted. I do not need to ask if we're level. I'm always level. That was, see, that's a good example with that, with Cooper, with the dog. I wasn't even looking, with that GoPro, I was just pointing it loosely at him. Like, in the general area of him, and I was holding it all weird, it was all on an angle, but what you would have seen would have always been level. The Max Lens mod is incredible for that. Like, I don't think there's anything, nothing compares to that. For certain things, right? For live streams, yes, and for what I'm gonna do with my driving and everything, it's gonna be a godsend. But then there are certain things where it sort of fails as well. Like, I've noticed underwater, not with the media mod, but just the Max Lens mod, when I'm surfing, underwater, it sketches out and it doesn't really know what the horizon is. So when I duck dive, the GoPro on the front of the board often does a circle, like it just goes around in a big circle, because it's not sure. I mean, I don't even know how it works. Like, is it using GPS to plot like longitude and latitude or something? I know how the Max Lens mod, how it works, in the sense that it's always recording 5.2K and then it's cropping in, and it's using the crop in to be able to shift the sensor around. But how does it know what is the level part is what I don't get. And obviously it doesn't always quite know it, because underwater it sketches out. A lot of jobs are lost to technology. Is that what we're having? Is that what's happening with the H-Man? He's losing his job to tech? Wah, 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 wah. So are there any streamers on DLive right now that have alerts working, or is it across the board? I'm looking at the homepage now. I don't see any I don't see any screenshots of alerts. Like, I don't see any thumbnails of streamers with any alerts on their screen, or view accounts. I also don't see myself there. I'm not on the homepage. I'm not talking about the wheel now. I've already accepted that they've banned me from the wheel permanently, but I'm not even on the page now. How many viewers have we got here? My channel. There's 5 viewers. There's 5 viewers, and if you go back to the homepage, home, and if you scroll refresh, I see a stream by Pancake 101, 21 viewers. I see Otherworld Radio with 10 viewers. I see It's June Girl with 8 viewers. I see Maxilla Dix with 8 viewers. I see Top Duck with 7 viewers. I see Net Donna with 6 viewers. I see Lizard Bites with 5 viewers. I see Old World Radio 2 with 4 viewers. I see Fat Pig Signal with 3 viewers. So I'm not even in there. I've got 5 viewers. I should be in there somewhere, right? I'm not there. I'm removed. I'm literally banned from YouTube, from DLive. Like I'm not being featured anywhere now. Is it a setting about M tag or something? Have they changed that as well? Because my profile, well, I don't even know how to do that here, but I've always wanted to see X tag streams. I never changed that. Okay, so the toggle show X tag content is off, and the toggle show mature tag content is off. I never turned those off. God damn it. So now it should work. Now there's a whole bunch of other streamers on here. There it is. It's there now. So they defaulted to turning off M tag and as well as X tag. I'm still getting the pop chat alert. The pop-up chat alert's still working. Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to put a chat message in and see what it says to me. Interesting. I don't know, dudes. However, it wouldn't be, it's not the first time something's been not working on DLive. Like I said earlier, just add it to the list of things, huh? Shit. Hey, last time we did a stream from here, we walked around the creek and along the edge of the rock face, and we lost signal. Even though there's a 4G tower, I'm literally looking at it from here. There's a 4G tower right there. I don't get why we would lose it, and I'm pretty keen to see if we lose it again. Man, that was fun playing with Cooper and all, but now my gloves are wet. Submit a ticket, pineapple pizza, good things are coming. Someone should do a stream titled that. We should do that one day, title the stream, submit a ticket. Submit a ticket, then just do a stream that doesn't do anything, like just do a 24-hour stream with nothing, and it's just called submit a ticket, and it's just a black screen. April Fool's Day. Submit a ticket. Pretty terrible way to resolve an issue, hey? Imagine you were having marital issues with your husband or wife, and it's like, yeah, I'm not going to talk to you about it, just submit a ticket. Somebody else will deal with it. But you're here right now, can't we deal? No, submit a ticket. But I'm literally talking to you about it now. Yeah, this isn't the place for that. Submit a ticket. Okay. I want to get a divorce. Submit a ticket. I thought I saw a small fish just then, a small trout. The water is so clear. Yeah, I can't show you. I can't put you in the water, but it's super clear. I mean, it's just fresh snow, right? It's just runoff, snow melt from the hills. Every time someone in my chat types, it goes pop alert. So you're getting alerts then, June Girl. That's interesting. Frankly, it shows a lack of respect. That's a great idea to do that stream, right? I mean, obviously CCTV, like just sort of. You could do like a top duck, but do rooms of your house. Like, now you couldn't do this in a share house because everybody in the house would have to be down for it. But you could put GoPros in corners of every room, and it's kind of like Big Brother, where you get to choose who you want to watch and whatever they're doing 24/7. I mean, that kind of content is pretty boring, but it's obviously the flavor of the year at D-Live. Like, they love Top Duck, right? They love the idea of a camera that's locked off that you can control, and it could just be a stream, right? I mean, sometimes it is just like the creek, right? The ducks aren't even there. So you could just put cameras up willy-nilly and just feed them in through a dedicated streaming computer with OBS running with different scenes. As long as it's relatively good. Ducks are interesting. They go quack and they waddle around and shit. They're kind of interesting. Could do it with other things too, like sunrises and sunsets and ocean. Like, I've often thought about doing an ocean one, like like the surf report, 24/7 surf cam. I mean, I live on a beach back in Australia. Couldn't do it here, but. When your ex says he misses you, just say submit a ticket. Submit a ticket. All the drama and controversy with the January 6th, the response should have just been submit a ticket. Like all the media are questioning D-Live and like all the dramas that unfolded, they should have just put up the big words, submit a ticket. You want a response from D-Live? Submit a ticket. We represent the BBC here in London, and we wanted to have a statement from D-Live in regards to the January 6th insurrection in the States. Submit a ticket. Submit a ticket. Submit a ticket. Before D-Live, I'd never even heard. I mean, I knew of the concept of like logging a customer inquiry by filling in a form and whatever and pressing enter, but I'd never really heard of it labeled as submitting a ticket. It's not really a ticket, is it? Like a ticket? A ticket is what, like a parking ticket, or a police officer gives you a ticket for breaking the law or something. An ocean CCTV stream would be chill. That's something I could watch. See, the problem with that is to put up those cameras. So the land, the dunes, the beach isn't owned by, like, no one owns the beach, so you can't just go and put a pole up and put a camera on it. I mean, you could, someone would. Actually, surfers would like it because then you got a webcam, but I don't know, like, you'd have to have like a camera with a zoom lens from my property that is still on property, not on the public, in the public land. It'd definitely be possible. The seagull would carry the camera away. You'd have to secure it all down. Obviously it'd be GoPros, right? They'd be permanently wired in with permanent power and stuff. I mean, it's definitely possible. Yeah. I think the idea of like any kind of content that just continues on and on repeatedly is kind of, it's interesting content. Well, it could be interesting depending on what it is. I think that was another dog, look. You see that one? Oh, he's taking a shit. Either that was a squatting wee or that was a quick shit, hey. That thing came out quicker than any other shit. He submitted a ticket. So what else is cracking? Pablo, D-Live needs a fucket ticket. It does? Oh shit, Stoker Boulder. Holy shit, dude, how you going, man? Little cheers there. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. I submitted a ticket as well. You submitted a long ticket. Hey, you were gone for... Dude, we haven't seen you. Shit, man, I haven't seen your name in the chat. Definitely over a year and a half. Like 18 months minimum. Good to see you, buddy. Where have you been all this time? Many changes since you've been around. Many changes. Changing is as good as a holiday. Or is it? Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen that handle. Stockabota. We're gonna cruise pretty soon. We'll walk the walkway, and then we'll cut back up, and we'll go to the brewery. We'll go to the Searchlight. Actually, you know what you guys can do? Go onto the website. It's called Searchlight, all one word, Searchlight Brewery. It's in Gorge Road, or it's in the industrial place in Queenstown, New Zealand. That's where I am right now, Queenstown, New Zealand. Searchlight Brewery, industrial place, Queenstown. And try to find on their menu of beers a stout, because that's what I want to buy. I want to buy a stout. Definitely can't go from a stout to a regular beer. I would want to keep on the stout. Friday night style too. Oh, I'm probably going to be busy in there. Well, it's Friday afternoon. I don't want it to be, I don't want commercial music and shit either. No. Might not even be able to stream in there. They got a beer garden though. We should be able to sit outside. We'll see, we'll see. Dear D-Live, dear D-Live, I once wondered what the D stood in D-Live. I was told it stood for decentralized. Stream on the blockchain. Please tell me where the blockchain is now. Also, while we're there, explain how it's decentralized. Dear D-Live, I'm confused. Dear D-Live, could we please see a structure, a company structure, so we know who's running the show here? Submit a ticket. Dear D-Live, is there any way to have a response without submitting a ticket? Stockabotter, what happened to all the oldies? Like yourself, all the old crew, just stopped watching suddenly, or any reason behind it? You mean like my viewers, or in general on D-Live? If you're talking about my viewers, we still have a good core crew here, the crew that's been here the whole time. But if you're talking in general, like the old crew on D-Live, dude, people left. I mean, we just saw yesterday, Lily's has left now as well, like for good. I mean, people left in drips and drabs over the... Actually, if you think about it, from the moment I've been here, it's just been one slow leaving pattern. Like no one sticks around on D-Live. People come and go. Like the moment they start, they give up and they disappear, and then D-Live changed so dramatically that people just got the shits and left. And yeah, it's depressing, hey? It's depressing. Looking at the menu on Searchlight, don't see a stout. Okay, a porter, not the same thing, but a porter will do. A porter will do fine. Well, that'll be fine. So it goes stout, porter, or pilsner in my mind. And then you get into like the hoppy, yeasty, summer ales and all that stuff. It goes stout, porter, pilsner, pale ale, and then into the other crap. That's my structure of my ranking of beer. D-Live is D-Love. No, it ain't. No, it is not. There is no D-Love at all. D-Live is not D-Love. Not a chance. That's so far from what D-Live is. Imagine if you said you love your husband or your wife, whichever the situation may be, and they said, I think I want to go and see other women or other men, and you went, yeah, no worries. See you later. Go on, off you go, have fun. That's the D-Love. D-Live is D-Love? Yeah, off you go. Aren't you gonna ask me why? No, off you go, see ya. You've been streaming here for how long? No, but I'm going now. Okay, bye. That's not love. That's not D-Love. That's... What's a good word for leaving that starts with D? Departure. D-Live is departure. D-departure. That's what that is. Is there alcohol in this beer? There is indeed. There are several IPA lagers. See, I'm not really into those kind of things, the IPA lagers. Indian pale ales. Hate is not the opposite of love. Indifference is the opposite of love. Interesting. Indifference. I love you. I'm indifferent to you. You felt confident enough to give you the I love you and you got an I'm indifferent to you in return? Ooh, that's a fail, hey? Duck love. Yeah. There's definitely love for the favorites though. I mean, we still maintain, it's now July. It's July. Now look, to be fair, I don't stream as much as I have because I'm in New Zealand and this and that, but D-Live, I have not been on the wheel once this year. Not once. No carousel love. Not once. That's notable, right? There's hardly anybody here to begin with. And now there used to be a time when I'd get on the wheel multiple times during the same stream. And this year, not once. Not even once. I leave for a while, sure, but I come back eventually. Why are some oldies gone for good? Because they hate D-Live. There's a disgust for D-Live. There's a disgust. No, people are so... Hello. Some people are very forceful, I guess. Not forceful, that's the wrong word. Unassuming or unashamed. Some people are very vocal about their loathing of this site. I kind of fall in a bit of that category and a bit of the other category. The two categories are, this is shit, this is so shit. And then the other category, the other side of that is, yeah, but how can we fix it? So I'm in this kind of weird predicament where I'm like, yeah, this is shit. This is so shit. But if we stay here and we work on it, maybe we can get it back to where it was. So if we can do whatever it needs to be done to get back to even like half of what it was, then we can work on that and then we can get better and better and build it bigger and stronger and make it so rad. So I'm kind of like in this weird predicament where every time shit happens, I'm like, yeah, that sucks. Like, there's no denying that that's shithouse. Streamers not getting paid. That's fucking terrible. Like, that's the worst thing that D-Live could do, not pay the streamers. And they've been doing that now for nearly 2 months. That's terrible, right? But if we all just pack up and leave and forego whatever, you'll never be able to work out why that happened and get it back to being No, streamers get paid. We're all getting paid. Everything's fine. And then suddenly, oh, and by the way, there's these incentives and there's this program and there's this, you know, like Trovo 500 or whatever that program was on Trovo to encourage new streamers. I mean, we've heard for so long there was great new way. This is the quote. There's great new ways for streamers to monetize their content. That was promised. Fuck, man. That's gotta be a year and a half ago that was promised. Great new ways. So not the chest, not earning lino or lemons for streaming. There's gonna be great new ways for streamers to monetize their... This is what was promised ages ago. I still want to see what those great new ways were. Like, and is there any way we can sort of get them to work? Get them starting? Like, what happened? What about advertisements? What about the idea of pre-roll ads on streams? It was talked about ages ago. Yo, Van Freak, how you doing, man? Your last year's news gives. I am, dude. I'm the year before even. That's 2 years ago. DLive is not interested in constructive criticism. I learned that a long time ago. The problem, I think, is there's no management. There's no management at DLive. There's people that have assumed management roles, but they're not management. They wouldn't be managing it. Okay, so if there's a management team, they would be reprimanded from above because they're not managing right now. There's no management going on right now. So what it feels like is there is certain members of DLive that have assumed a management role in lieu of an actual management team. And that's because from above, nothing's coming down. That's all I can assume, right? And June Girl, there's my assumptions. There's no one in a role that's above anybody that's saying, here's where we're at, here's our roadmap, here's what we're thinking about doing. This just doesn't happen, right? This is just, it's so far from that people have to take on this role, and then they put across these ideas that they're part of the team, but in actual fact, there is no team. They updated the app recently, that's something. I mean, the app updates have been coming. There's no denying that there's been updates to the app. I wonder on that regard though, like the go live feature to go live from the app is wonderful, right? Like this is a godsend to many streamers that couldn't stream can now easily go live straight from the app. It's beautiful. Like that's fantastic. But how come that hasn't been there from the beginning? Like I'm not trying to be, don't get me wrong, right? Don't get me wrong. But we're talking about a live streaming platform that has an app, and it's about 4 years into its existence. So the concept of DLive, if you include the Steam It days, and you include the Lino days, and you include the BTT days, it's about 4.5, maybe a bit longer, maybe close to 5 years. And you're telling me that just recently you can use the app to do a live stream. But that should have been there from the beginning, right? The moment the app comes out, it should have been, this is the way you can go live on this app, on our platform, press this button, off you go. So to do that now, it's almost too little, well it is, it's too little too late. There's nobody here to use it, right? Nobody's streaming here anymore. They're all done, they've all left. So whilst it's good and it's gonna help people, there's no one here to help. They've all gone. Most of what DLive's amazing in either long gone or fantasy wishful thinking. Like I always say, go back and watch that PewDiePie I'm streaming on DLive exclusive video. That thing, that little bit of content he put out, if that doesn't motivate you to come to DLive back in 2018, something's wrong. If you're a creator and you saw that PewDiePie video and you didn't get motivated to jump on DLive immediately you need to question your creativity and you need to question what you're doing on other platforms. Because the things that he said in that video is what every platform should do to bring in new people. And that's what got me there, and that's what got a whole bunch of people over there. So beautiful, such a cool concept, so unique, not done before, and done well, like financially rewarding. Like, I mean, my entire cryptocurrency portfolio up until a year or a year and a half ago all came from that. So these things were wonderful, and slowly and surely all of them have been eroded from the site. They're all gone. All those cool things, gone. And so when someone says, why should I stream on DLive? I genuinely don't know what that answer would be, because there's this bucket of things that was so compelling and such good reasons to stream here, but they're all gone, all of them. And now the most recent, they're not even paying streamers. Like, if you needed anything else to like tap that nail in with the final hammer, not getting paid. That's got to be the final hammer, right? That's it. There's nothing else to be said at that point. They're not paying you. So they owe you money, but they're not paying it to you? Great. Not. Stock about it. Twitch apparently has ads, but not sure though. Problem is most people have ad block. Yeah. The go live button is amazing. Yeah, totally, man. For IRL streamers, the go live button is so sick. DLive has always been amateur hour. I mean, yeah. There was no follow through after the PewDiePie thing. Epic fail. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. They just drove a truckload of money to his door and said, come over to DLive, but they didn't like capitalize on that. Like, I mean, I've always said, how many times did we see PewDiePie in the community streams? Never. Did PewDiePie ever come into the Discord and make comments in the partners areas? No. He was basically just like, we now have that name. It's just the name in namesake, not in community and building team and bringing in his friends and this, and it was just, oh yeah, PewDiePie streams here. Okay. I have a DLive cap. It's kind of embarrassing walking with it. You got a DLive cap? It's a waste of $1 million. Well, we don't know what he was paid. I mean, I don't know what PewDiePie was paid to stream on DLive. Doesn't really matter the amount, I guess, but the methodology was like, the idea was sound, but the delivery of it was a bit of a waste. Yeah. I never understood the fascination with Pewdies. Overrated. Well, I don't really like his content, but it's not really the point though, I don't think. Like, his content's not for me either. Like, I tried to watch some of his content and it's not something I'm interested in, but that's not the point. The point was that they brought the biggest name on social media, or the biggest name on video sharing platforms. They brought him over to crank up the site, right? To crank start the site. Now that in itself is a good idea, but then you needed to encourage, he needed to be a face of the site where people could come in and be like, oh, that's the guy that you can't touch on YouTube, right? Like, someone with, I guess he had like 40 million subs on YouTube at that point. Probably, I remember that number, 40 million was around about where he was. You try to make a comment to him on YouTube and see if he'll reply. There's no way to get, like, he's so untouchable, right? But then he's on a platform which is tiny, like a tiny platform, and the biggest name is there exclusively for a year. Like, he should have been running the community streams. He should have been the face of it. He should have been like, oh, dudes, I've been here now 3 months, and how cool is this? Check this out. And then you bring in, like, you know, you bring in the streamers that are like, oh, hey, can I get on a panel with PewDiePie? Yeah, sure, no worries. He's on, he's down. Yeah, cool. You could never, ever, ever, ever do that on YouTube unless you're personal mates with the guy. So we had a chance to sort of build up from his name, build something that would encourage everybody to come over and be like, if I go on DLive, I can hang out with PewDiePie in a panel discussion. That's sick, dude. Sign me up. They didn't do that. It's like, oh, he just streams over here and drops random donations every now and then. That's shit, hey, like, that's such a waste of talent. It's like booking an A-list actor and then giving them no lines in a movie. It's like, what are you gonna do? Just have him in the background? You're gonna get Johnny Depp after this court case? Yeah, he's in my new film. What's he doing? Oh, he's just in the background, just cruising around. He's just a dude he's at a bar and he's got his back to us. That's basically what PewDiePie was. He had his back to us all. He didn't hang out with anybody, hey. He's a name only. That's a big oof, as the kids say. Big oof. PewDiePie. At the time, I wondered what the length of the contract was. I was thinking, well, he's all for it now, but if that doesn't last, like it could have been a 6-month contract. In actual fact, he would have been better to have negotiated 6 months, not 12 months. Because man, by the end of that 6 months, he wasn't streaming very much at all. By the end of the 12 months. So about halfway through in the 6-month mark, we made comments. We're like, where's PewDiePie? I think he does 1 or 2 streams a month. It's like, really? That's an easy cash cow for him, eh? We speculate that the contract was to the tune of in the millions, right? And he just does a couple of streams a month? Jesus. I mean, how jealous am I? Hello, boy. Hello. Go on. Yeah, how jealous are we how rad would it be to be that? Like, what do? You go live on this website 2 times a month and you get over $1 million? Awesome. That's a good payoff. There was talk about DLive bringing in other streamers as well, like I mean, so there were streamers that did turn up, like I'm drawing a blank now on his name. What's the dude that did the CX coin? Paul De Niro. What's his stage name? Fuck, what can't I think of? Not Baked Alaska. That's another story. Ice Poseidon. I'm looking at the creek thinking, what's something to do with river, water? Ice Poseidon, right? Now, he came over willingly to DLive, but maybe, I'm just saying, and forget this cryptocurrency scam, maybe there should have been some kind of, like, outreach that was, like, somebody that had, somebody in management, again, I'm speculating there isn't anybody, but somebody in a management position with the authority to sign a check should have acknowledged that someone such as Ice Poseidon, who has a big following, now obviously not after his cryptocurrency scam was revealed, before all that, he had a big following. Maybe there should have been like, oh, he's already over here. What can we do to make him part of our community and to ensure that he brings all of his community onto this platform? What could DLive do? Whether it be signing a check or whether it be signing a check and contracting him to do certain things such as hosting certain tournaments or being involved in 2 community streams every 2nd week or whatever the thing is, just facilitate the talent, use the talent leverage the talent to bring in the audiences. And I just feel like that never happened. And that never happened to the point where that's one example of someone coming onto the platform, but there was already streamers that were already here with big followings, and they didn't ensure that they stayed either. So I'm thinking about like someone like Boomer Live, right? Boomer Live. He was a big name. He had a big following and he hosted events and he was good, right? I'm not a gamer, but he was also tech and crypto as well as gaming. So I kind of gravitated to the crypto and the tech side, but he was also bringing in big numbers for the gaming tournaments. They should have ensured, again, whether it be signing a check or contractually making an agreement between him and the platform for X amount of things, for X amount of dollars or Lino or lemons or whatever it is, to make sure that that still happens. And they never did. They never looked within to strengthen themselves. In fact, it's the opposite. When someone said, and I already hit this earlier, but when someone said, I'm thinking of leaving, DLive never entered into a discussion with it. They were like, okay, see ya. Like, isn't there the time right then to say, oh, are you gonna, what, you're thinking of going somewhere else? Okay, what are the reasons? Can we do an exit interview? Can we at least learn what it was that made you want to leave DLive? Because we could probably fix that, or we could make an attempt to fix it. But there was none of that. There's no attempt to do anything. It was like, you're leaving? People go, people come, no worries, see ya. Fucking hell, man, that's such a defeatist attitude, like, so defeatist. And the problem with that is, nobody filled their shoes. Like, these big streamers that left, nobody filled those shoes. And here we are in 2022 where this place is dead. Like, so dead, and now they're not even paying. Imagine they didn't pay PewDiePie. Could you imagine? PewDiePie not getting paid? I mean, shit. That'd be all over the news, right? The site it'd be over, it'd be done if they didn't pay PewDiePie. But here we are in 2022 and streamers aren't getting paid. It's what, 2.5 months since the last payment process? It's terrible, man, it's terrible. It's a terrible state of affairs. I liked Boomer. Yeah, Boomer was cool. BTT mooned and everybody left. This was not quite how it went, but it was around that time. But yeah, BTT did. Well, that was because of Elon buying 1.5 bill in Bitcoin. I did a panel with him a couple of times. Yeah, cool. Hey, Comtech in the house. Hey, Comtech, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I put a little, I don't know if you saw it, but I did put a little message in, not a message, I put a post in your Discord about crypto faucets. Can you go and have a look at that? Because I've been learning AppleScript, and I made a comment in your crypto Discord, so if you could just check it out. But good to see you, man. We should move out. We should roll down for a walk, and then we should go to this brewery. This beer is empty. NZ looks cool. Yeah, man, it's rad here, dude. Like, look where I am, hey, like, sitting by a stream here. Streaming by a stream here, under a little bridge. And we're gonna walk, well, this is Queenstown Hill up the top there. That's Coronet Peak in the distance. We're gonna walk kind of around, we're gonna walk around the back here. And then we're gonna sort of do a little loop, and then we're gonna head up into this industrial, there's an industrial area up there where there's a brewery. And we're gonna have a beer. Actually, I gotta confirm with them if I'm allowed to stream there first. I've never been there. It's called Searchlight Brewery. They might say, hey man, no streaming in here. And I'm streaming on a GoPro right now, GoPro Hero 10 with the media mod and the max lens mod. So no matter what I do, check this out. How can I show it to you? Okay, I'm turning the camera on its side. I'm turning with it though to be silly, but it's always level. Level, Jerry, level. It's always level. I don't know why that's making a difference, but levels. Always level. Let's roll house, roll house. Actually, that's interesting. That does look cool when the cam was in front because it gives you the perspective. So let me just put you over here. Oh, actually, I can just put you down, can't I? I'll just lay you on the ground. We close this up. Take this out. Oh, I might check the batteries. How are the batteries looking? Put you over there. I mean, I know it's level, but it's just still hard to sort of position. The GoPro 3-way, not quite as good as it's good enough though. I'll just put you like that. That'll do. Till we're ready to roll. Just gonna check the battery power here. So we got this power bank. It's I've still got 4 bars. 4 bars and 53 skis on that one. Oh, we're good. We're so good. Close that up. I'll unplug my telephonic phone. Put this in here. Oh, forgot to get the can. It's not here, is there? No, I'll put it in my pocket. I got one hand in my pocket. Okay, I'm gonna kill the chat right now, folks. Chat's killed. Wait a sec. Screw. Pick this up like this. This is going to be so much easier to carry, but you're going to see these. Are you going to see these wires? I don't know if you can see those cables. All right, come here. The trash. So last time, well, let's just cruise down here and I'll show you this spot. Where I guess this is what we've been looking at. This is where Cooper jumped in. Wonder if we've got any trout down here. So yeah, last time we went for a cruise down here, we did lose signal, which is so bizarre because I don't know if you can see, but behind that tree up there in that distance, that is a 4G tower. So if we lose signal here, it's very, very strange. I don't know, I don't think we will, but I've got this little construction here. Two creeks coming into one. And then going underneath the road here. So we got to go up and over. Oh, beautiful. And it's cold. It is cold though. I'm lucky. It's lucky we're not doing like a full-blown sunset stream because it is cold. And I've only got jeans on, thermals and jeans. But yeah, this is so my house, for those interested. Well, you can't see it, but it's in that, so that's Queenstown there. In that gully is Queenstown. That's Coronet Peak, where I work. The truck, or the bus yard, well, that's where we fuel up. The bus yard's just there. Every morning I get the bus from in that yard and I drive around town a little, then I drive out, drive up this gorge, up to Coronet Peak on the daily. That's how my day rolls every day. Should be working tomorrow, but Hey, there's a waterfall up there. Want to go over and check this waterfall out? Check this out. Off the cliff face there. Let's go over and have a look. I don't know if there's a creek at the bottom of it, but definitely got a little section here we can walk along. This is, oh, by the way, I got more of an angel with that. This is kind of cool actually, vlogging. GoPro, it's so light, like it's so light on my hand. But I just don't like how it's all auto. What do we got here? Okay, that's pretty boring. It's making me want to pee actually. I will have to pee pretty soon. Holy coldness. Okay, that was pretty... I'm glad we had a look at that, but not great. Let's get out of here. Let's go along. We're going to walk along this boardwalk here, all the way along. And yeah, the brewery would be up there somewhere. Searchlight Brewery, and that's industrial estate up there somewhere. So we'll go in there. We'll get ourselves a brewski, but we'll do this walk first. And yeah, and somewhere down here, I will stop and check the chat at some point because we did lose it down here. The chat or the live stream. Oh, I smell shit. It could just be like wet earth. But yeah, at some point we lost connectivity here, and I want to verify that doesn't happen again. Searchlight Brewery. I wonder if we can see it. Yeah, I'm actually quite enjoying this little experience here with GoPro. Cable runs too short though. I feel like I'm a little too close to the camera. I'd want to be further away. But the cable run, you got the cable run here. So if I could get, so I'm now in talks with Vaxis to get an RMA of those transmitters because they don't work. Hey, look at this little marshland here. Boggy marsh. Yeah, so those HDMI transmitters that I was using, they don't work. And the reason they don't work is because they're not meant to be close together. You can't use them in close proximity. So the transmitters on the camera and the receivers in my backpack, that's too close. You've got to have a minimum 3 meters between the two. I'm like, seriously? I spent $800 on these things and they're not going to be suitable. So now I'm in talks with them to do basically a refund, 800 New Zealand dollars. I mean, they're in working condition. I mean, I've only used them 3 times or whatever, but I don't have the box or anything. And obviously I have the receipt and all that stuff, but the box is lying. So whether they accept it or not, I don't know. But if anybody wants to buy some HDMI transmitters, if you want to use them to like transmit between a lounge room and another room, that's going to work, but not live streaming. Look at this. Isn't this nice? That's quite deep in there. What a lovely pond. That's cool. So yeah, it's around about here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put you guys down here because it's around about here, was it? No, it was further along. We'll keep going. I want to get to the spot where it stopped working for us last time, and then I want to verify that it's still working this time. But I feel like it wasn't much further along here, which makes no sense because that is the 4G tower. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a 4G tower over there. So that makes absolutely no sense that we lost signal last time. And I'm curious to see if we do it again this time. But this is quite a nice little boggy marsh area, swamp style, with a big hill on the side there. Pretty cool. Wonder how much fish there are though. Like, are there trout cruising around in there? Little landlocked trout. Oh, there's a nice rock to stand on and have a look. Little ledge. Don't see any fish. Nice though, isn't it? It's very nice. It's very nice. Oh, it's cold though. I should have worn better clothing. Like, I just wore jeans and I mean, I got thermals on, but just jeans. Normally I'll wear my snowboard pants. It's cold. But we'll go into the brewery. Hopefully it's not loud in there, and hopefully we can, you know, hopefully they let us stream in there. We'll see. We'll see. So we went around. Oh, that's where, yeah, we came back. See, we sat up here. We ended my stream from up there last time when we were here. Can hear running water up there as well. So we'll go around this bend, and I'm pretty certain around the bend is where we're going to lose, well, where we did lose signal, which again makes no sense. We'll see. Swampy, boggy marshland area. Swampy, boggy marshland area. This is cool, this area. Isn't that swampy, boggy, marshy? My precious, it's like Lord of the Rings. Got to cross the marsh to get to the Mordor. Frodo! We got to go through the marsh. That's actually quite deep, man. Wow. I mean, I'm not going anywhere near, like, swimming, but look at this rock face. Frodo? That'd be like the cliffs to Mordor. You know? You know! Fuck, it's cold though. Can someone get the temperature? Tell me the temperature in Queenstown right now. It's cold. It feels like, dude, it feels close to zero right now. Feels close to zero. We're near so much water as well, like the water makes things colder. See, now, this is what happened last time. I gave this great spiel about this area, and all the while, I had no signal. So I should check it soon. Where did we? We'll stop and check it very, very soon. Because I've got to take a slash as well. I think I know exactly the spot. Somewhere along here we stopped. Guess we'll do similar up here. Guess we'll just stop. Oh, that's too shitty there. Here's this. Okay, we'll go this rock. Oh, that's all wet there. I was going to stand there. It's all wet. Okay, I'll just stop over here. So what I'll do is, I'll put you guys down, take the big pick off, I'll take a slash. How come I can't? Oh, I don't even need to worry. I'm worrying about putting you level, and then I remembered it's the freaking max lens mod, which doesn't even need to be level. So I'll just put you guys down like this. You guys can enjoy that view. Just enjoy the view. Doesn't matter how level it is. I'm taking a slash over here, and then we'll check the stream is all good. Super cold. Alright, I'm gonna check the I'm gonna turn you around a little bit. I'm gonna check the chat here. Make sure the stream is all good. Let me just refresh my trousers. Where are we? D-Live on the D-Live machine skis. My profile, my channel. Stream's been good. That looks cool. I'm like a big halo there. Signal has been stable so far. Thank you, Pablo. Thank you for letting me know. So I don't understand why it didn't work last time. We did the same walk, but like I said, there is a 4G tower in visual line of sight. So I think there was something else at foot that day. But that's good to know. So we're good. Now that's the first whiz I've taken. I'll have to take another one before we get out of this this walkway, because I've had that whole beer, and I tell you what, you know, beer makes me want to go to the bathroom. 500 mils of stout went right through me. But I am enjoying this little GoPro experience. I don't like the auto exposures and stuff though. That's kind of annoying, but anyway, it's a proof of concept here. We're doing this test today with the GoPro is specifically to see how well this works. Because if I'm streaming live while I'm working, I'm not going to be faffing around with tech. I'm going to put this thing down and it's going to be like, you guys can see that? Good. And then and by the way, when we get guests on board the bus, I'll be turning it around, showing you the direction we're traveling, because the guests might not want to be on the stream. But then if someone says, are you doing a video? I'll be like, no, I'm live streaming. Do you mind being on it? Then I'll turn it around. But predominantly, it's got to be keep the guests off the scene. By the way, look at these lovely little bushes. Aren't they lovely? Oh, so we're going to be walking around. Okay, I know where we're. Okay, we're going to do a bit of a dog leg back. Got snow up there on the hills. See, this is what I don't know about the GoPro. Like, if I point this up there, do you see the snow, or does that just look like all white? But there is snow on those hills, and there's obviously snow on Coronet Peak. It's all covered. Yeah, I just don't know what you guys see in terms of exposures, because there is no exposure triangle. GoPro is like, yep, we just choose one for you. We just expose it how we think it should be, and you just deal with it. Look at this little creek, man. It's bending around us. Look at this. It's got a little dog leg in the bend. Isn't that nice? Look at that. It's so quiet too, aside from the traffic, but just trickling away, and it does this big bend. That's cool, man. Wow. There'd be trout in here for sure. Be great to just put the GoPro straight in there, right? Show you guys what's going on in the water. With the media mod on, it's not water sealed. It is not. Don't ever make that mistake, folks. I've heard of people putting their GoPros with the media mod into the water, and they're like, I thought GoPros were waterproof. Yeah, they are, but to use the media mod, you take the side door off. So think about it, McFly. Think about it. Got a little extra water here on both sides. Look how clear that is. Look how clear that water is. That's outrageously clear. You probably can't even see the water, right? Can you see that water? What can I do to make you see that it's water? Throw something in there. Let's throw a little stone in there. Check this out. That's bizarrely clear. Like, that does not even look like it's water. Excuse me a second while I kiss this guy. Give you a vista of this. I'm just dealing with something right now. Getting a lot of this actually. It's kind of annoying. You know. Just dealing, folks. Give me a little while. Just dealing with something not technical. Just a little thing that's annoying me. And we've pretty much resolved it. It's all good. Soon it'll be fine. More waterways running this way. Creekside style fish, trout. Oh, look at it going back that way. Just zigzagging down. Little waterway. Just gets me excited. Gets me excitable. I like it. Oh, here we have more clear water. It's not that clear, that one. Okay. I think we got to these trees last time, and this is where we had to stop. Or this is where I realized that, hey, what? There's been no signal? There's been no signal this whole time? That's how I was last time. I was like, what? We did a whole stream and we had no signal? That's not fair. By the way, also, can you comment on how stable this has been? Because like the GoPro has like really good stabilization. So I'm walking and bouncing and moving around, and like, has it been a pretty seamless like experience for you? Like in terms of like wobbling and stuff? Because the GoPro is way better than the GH5 at stabilization for sure. Combined with the max lens mod, it's off the charts. I'm kind of looking for trout here. This is nice though. Little creek there. So pretty, hey? New Zealand's just so full of awe and wonder and amazement. And it's cold. It's really cold right now, like really cold. I don't think I've felt, I mean, I'm in jeans, so I probably did it to myself, but I haven't felt this cold yet since I've been here. I'm freezing right now. I'm not even this cold, but I'm at work, hey, like, and I'm up on the hill. This is so cold. Whew. Wee-ha. Hee-ha. Hee-ha, hoo-ha. I hear a waterfall over there. I want to go this way though. Very nice. Yeah, there's a waterfall over here, I can hear it. Let's go and have a look. What's this, a goat track? I can hear water moving. Just inquisitive. Oh, okay. Not going to get close to it. It's up in that. There's water moving in up there somewhere. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. What's this thing? What the hell? There's a tap here? What is that? A24 automatic humane trap. I don't know what that is, folks. I don't know what that is. So therefore, I'm going to leave it alone. A humane trap. It's a good name for a band. Humane trap. Very nice. Water falling off the rocks makes me happy. Running water. Sounds heavy, the drops. So here we got a little signpost action here. Dudes, look at that. We gotta go in there and have a look, right? What is this tree? Look at this tree, man. That's cool. Oh, there's a fence line. It's almost like a rainforest. Okay, so we can't get through there. Okay, so that's what you're seeing. I don't know how well the GoPro picks that up, but there's all water coming off that rock face there. I guess it's just hitting rocks and making a loud noise. It's making me want to pee again, I've got to tell you. In fact, where can I put you guys while I take a slash here? Oh, there's a spot right here. I'm just gonna put you. Oh, but then you're gonna. I can't pee if I'm. I was gonna put you down and then just pee next to you. No, that's not cool. Then again, if we start going over there, we're gonna be out in the open. All right, in that case, you guys can just enjoy this vista. Oh, we'll do a stream check as well. Now, you guys can enjoy this vista, and I'll be back momentarily. God bless the GoPro Max lens mod. Just give you a view of something, and I know you're vertical, horizontal. No, I'll be back in a I love it. We're making our own waterfall. Alright, sorted. While we're here though, I'll just check the stream's all good on this particular intersection, juncture. I love that, how you're not even close to level, but I know you're level. That's funny. Well, it's not funny, it's rad. Let's check it. D-Live machine. That's pampas grass. I got some in my backyard. Oh, you know what that is? Pampas grass. 3 foot tall plants. Interesting. On this particular. Dude, I'm loving. Gives the giant. Do I look massive right now? Like the angle, huh? Oh, bombada, humbabada, humbabada, humbabada. The giant with frozen hands right now. I gotta tell you, man, it's so cold. This area, it's just because of all the water and all the grass and stuff, it's like super cold here. So much colder than anywhere else I've been. Or it could be the fact that I'm just wearing jeans. G'day, boy. How you going? So that's playful there, yeah?
Yeah. Nah, just a bit.
Come on.
Oi. Might be.
Is it the camera?
Oi. Nah, maybe.
No?
He gets excited as well.
Come on.
Say hi, say hi, say hi. Hi.
Oh, we got a sign here, folks. Arthur's Point via Gorge Road or Matakuri Park. So this is the circuit, basically. We're gonna follow this gentleman, but we're gonna walk back around pretty much to where we started from, but then we're gonna hike up a little bit of a hill. I already know this bit. Like, there's a little section goes to the bus stop, which is where I drop people off at, and that's industrial place, and we're going to go into the industrial place. So we're not actually going to walk all the way back around, but we're definitely not going. We're not going to Arthur's Point. That's way too far. But if I had an electric motorbike, electric bicycle, I'd be charging up those tracks. Someday, maybe one day, I'll do that. Maybe one day, who knows, you know, New Zealand, maybe I'll come back here. It's good times in the winter, but also in the summer, man. It'd be so, imagine being here. You'd be probably jumping in those creeks in the summer. You know, I don't know, would you? I reckon you would. Still be really cold though. That water would be freezing. So yeah, we're looking back down at Queenstown there. Again, I don't know how well the GoPro exposes this crap because it's just pick and auto expose your settings. But this is like a little fitness circuit that people walk in. Matakurai track. But you got that behind me. That's impressive, hey? That's a good exposure. Like, you got good light there on the hillside. It's impressive. Very impressive, dude. So impressive. Big wall of rock. Hopefully you're seeing that, yeah? You're seeing that? I hope you're seeing that. Gorge Road. Gorge Road is where I'm at, if you want to search it up on Google. Gorge Road, Queenstown. Industrial place. We're on the Arthur's Point side of Industrial Place. Gorge Road, Queenstown. Walking along the Matakurai track. And I tell you, I'm not lying, it has gotten warmer just here. All that area down there was freezing cold, and it feels warmer here. And that's because of all the water and all the vegetation that holds moisture and condensation, and that was cold down there. Now it feels like it's a bit warmer. Definitely. Should get some good views from up here looking back at Queenstown. Oh, this is also a test for me. Will I be able to take this rig up? Can you see the paragliders up there? I don't know how well the GoPro picks that up as well, but there are two paragliders. They just jumped off Skyline, Ben Lomond, I guess. But Nina has offered for me to come with her. She's a paraglider. She's offered to take me up on a ride. And this is a good test to see, like, will I be able to bring this gear? See, I guess I'll be padded. I guess I got to take this to her and show her how much gear I've got, because I really want to live stream that, but she might say, oh, you can't really take that backpack with you, and in that case then I'll have to just cut it and make it a video. But everybody's videoed their own paraglide before. No one's live streamed it though, so I really want to do it as a live stream, but it's up to her to sort of, she's got to assess. And by the way, I might show Nina this. Nina, that's my backpack. In fact, everything that I've got here is what I need to bring with. Is that going to be possible to come on the paraglide with this? How would it be? I feel like I'd be in front of her, right? And she'd be, so this is going to be in the way, unless I could mount it on my front somehow. I feel like I've got to put this backpack as a front pack, and therefore she then packs up against the back of me. Yeah, I have to talk to her about that, because I really want to, I'm going to do it either way, but everybody's vlogged or videoed their own paraglide. I don't see anybody live streaming it though, so yeah, I don't know if you can see too well. Again, I'm not too sure what the GoPro does, but that's pretty rad, right? You can see that there's one launching as well. There's three in the air at the moment, two there, one up top. That's Cecil Peak behind it. Got some snow up there, some cloudses. Looks lovely, doesn't it? Fuck, Queenstown's amazing, isn't it? Like, we're in the gully here in this gorge where we're no sunlight, but you got the sunlight on the top of Cecil Peak there and Walter Peak and on the other side. It's a really pretty place, really pretty. Pretty lucky to be here too. Very lucky. I wonder if I can cut across the road here to the back of that car park area. Maybe not, no, I'll just do to the trail as it is. Yeah, we'll go back along the boardwalk. Oh, there's a Delica. There's a SteVAN up there. We'll go and have a look at this SteVAN. I can see a beautiful SteVAN. Same color as my SteVAN too. Always keen to see other SteVANs. Can you see it there in front of the bus? Let's go and have a look. SteVAN. Hey, SteVAN BDZ. So we're going to go back down this walkway and walk along the boardwalk to the Matakurai Park. But I want to have a look at SteVAN first. I don't want to, maybe there's people in there. It's exactly the same. Oh, actually mine's a space cab. SteVAN, look at this folks. It almost looks like it. Look, we could be at actually mine's way better. Mine's got a better bull bar. SteVAN, huh? We got a SteVAN right in the flesh here, folks. Got a ski rack on top. Pretty cool. Delica. Yeah, they're a nice vehicle, huh? It's about the same condition as mine as well. About the same, pretty similar to mine. Mine's better though. Mine's raised and mine's definitely more gnarly than that one. It's got a full bull bar on mine. That's pretty nice though. All right, here we go, folks. Back down to the boardwalk. Under the boardwalk. We cruise along here. We're pretty much just doing the same trek back, but on this side, whereas before we're on that side of the gorge. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Pretty dang nice. And without this boardwalk, you'd be completely wet because it's all moisture down there. It's water actually, not just moisture. Yeah, fully wet down there. So let's just pause here at this little lookout area and I will check the chisel chat. It's been a while since we've had a little chit chat with each other. So I'll put you down. I can't open this three-way at the bottom. It's kind of hard to get to that actually. Hold on a second. I'll put you like this. I find it difficult to open the three-way legs at the bottom. It could just be my hands are frozen, but I can't quite separate those legs. It's not easy to do, but it's done now. Not easy to do, but I did it. So I'll just take the big pick off and we'll have a look at things. There's the big pick. Put you guys over here. How's it been for you, this experience? Huh? How's it been? Be honest. It's been good for you? I mean, what a lovely place, right? Let me get out the chisel chat. My chit chat. And I'll check the power packs and all that stuff. Let me refresh my D-Live Machine Ski app ski. Put that down. Woo-wee, it's cold. Go to my profile, my channel. And here we are. In the Valley of the Kiwis, gives a giants. The exposure's been okay so far. See, I'm looking at that now saying, I'm thinking that looks shithouse. Great scenery, Gibbs is having a hot flash menopause. Where's H-Man, Sharla and Dudsky? Probably busy with work. The image is getting dark. I now appreciate your exposure adjustments. So I can add a light to this situation. So there's no reason why. Actually, you know what? While we're here, let's try it. Let's add a light and see what happens. It's not dark enough though. See, I wonder. Let me just try something. I wonder if I was to put this over here, because the GoPro does whatever it wants to do, based on the ambient light. So if I moved so that the sun's kind of behind me, how well has that changed things? Save the light for more darkness. Yeah, and we're not doing a full dark stream today. We're not, like, today it's just going to be like we're going to go to that brewery. Dude, I gotta pee again, hey. I gotta pee so hard here. Where can I pee here? I'm literally on the open boardwalk. Is there anyone else coming? Oh, there kind of is. They're a fair way away. I'm gonna smash one out here. I'm peeing off this boardwalk. It's so cold. My foot is steaming. This is a 10.7 hectare regionally significant wetland habitat. What animals have we got here? There's a whole bunch of stuff on that sign which I could have read to you, but yeah. All right, well, I wanted to check the battery. No, the batteries, everything's fine. Be great to have another beer here, but I don't have any, so let's keep walking. We're gonna walk along the boardwalk. Then I was thinking about going up to the bus stop and then cutting across, but I think we might just go all the way back to the start of where we came in and then cut up to Industrial Place. We're gonna go to the Searchlight Brewery, a place I've not been before, so let's do that. But yeah, I'm just interested to see the different exposures from this GoPro, how this is handling this light situation. See, I'd be changing it right now if it was my exposures, and I'd be adding a light to the situation. But with this, we're literally playing with whatever it gives us. Hey boy, hey man, hey. Whatever it gives us is how we're dealing, and that's how we deal. But I tell you what, it is cold here. It's cold. Super cold. My nose is just twinkling, dripping and swipping and sweeping. And here we go, along the boardwalk. Now, if somebody could make a GoPro that had manual controls, like imagine, oh dude, if the GoPro Hero 11, oh shit, that's the only thing that would be sick if they could do it. If they could make it full manual, like with a dial, like a ramp dial, or even a button press, because it's got to go underwater. Dude, I would be so about that. A GoPro that you can manually control ISO, aperture, and shutter independently, that would be sick. I want that. And I don't mean by going into a menu setting and blah, blah, blah. I mean like a button, like a camera, right? Like a camera where you can control it. Dude, that would be so sick. I'd probably switch out from that, from my GH5. Probably switch out. Under the hill here. along this trail is where we walk. We're gonna pretty much come out where we started. Yeah, that'd be super cool. I haven't been really following the GoPro news, but dude, if they made a GoPro Hero 11, this amp goes to 11, this GoPro goes to 11. Hey, I've already preempted it. This GoPro goes to 11 and it's full manual controls. Dude, that'd be super cool. Imagine being able to imagine having this as my streaming camera. Like the GH5 is rad, but there are limitations to it. And the GoPro is rad, and there are limitations to it. So someone can deal with those limitations and fix them, and you got the best of both. That'd be so cool. A lightweight camera with a wide field of vision. Oh, the other thing is you can't zoom it in or anything. I'd forego the idea of zooming for manual control. See, we could just walk up here. In fact, I'm going to do that. See, we don't want to go all the way back to that start point. We want to actually cut up here to the industrial place. So I'm going to, and people have done it before. Let's do it. This will get us straight out, or the bus stop at industrial place. Yeah, right here. Kind of looks like someone's, it's not a house, it's a business, but it does look a little dubious. It looks a little sus here. We're good. Here we are. It's right where we need to go. And this bus stop is one that I stop at on the way back from the hill. That's the one I stop at on the way to the hill. Yeah, see, we would have gone way past it. What night is it? Friday night. They're going up for night skiing. They're going night skiing. He didn't even see. That's the baker. The bus driver, the baker. I'll tell you a funny story. I was in the Fresh Choice today, and in the Fresh Choice, and I heard the radio of our radio. I'm on a day off, and it was the baker. Just get up here. It was the bus driver here, the baker, in the Fresh Choice, and his radio was on. Where is he? Oh, we don't want to get. He might not want to get on the footage, but he was in the Fresh Choice, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm on a day off," and I heard the radio like from 2 aisles away, and he was in there getting some groceries on his break. But either way, folks, industrial place. There's a sign over there say brewery. So up here somewhere is the Searchlight Brewery. We are gonna brew our brew. So I guess I'll have to stop at the front and just ask someone if I'm allowed to come in streaming, because they might be against it. And it's been 22 years since I came up to this area. The last time I came up here was to get some cut out of an early SteVAN I had. In the year 2000, I had a Mitsubishi Delica. Had to get some rust cut out, come up here somewhere. They did it, I can't remember where it was. Somewhere up here. Industrial place, little bin over here I'll use for this empty, which landfill, recycle. All right, so somewhere up here I'm looking for brewery signage. Bingo, right here. Damn, can't miss that, hey? Searchlight Brewery. Oh, there's music playing. Of course there is. It's a brewery, dude. I guess we're gonna get dinged here. I guess we're gonna get dinged. I'll be muting a lot of this. Enjoy the music because it's gonna get muted. Searchlight Brewery. Are they even open? Wow. It says open. Beer garden. I kind of don't want to just walk in though. I don't know if I just want to walk in while I'm streaming. I feel like they're gonna. I can see a bar guy. Hey man, am I allowed to live stream with you? Yeah. I'm live streaming, is that cool? I want to come and get a beer? Yeah, cool. Thought I'd ask you before I did it. Like, yeah, man. Alright, so he's cool with it. Cool.
Hey, buddy, come on.
Alright. Dude, it's so warm in here. Oh wow, what a selection.
Huge selection, mate. Can I get for you?
I love my stouts, but I want to get a stout that you guys make. Do you do?
This is our like porter dark beer stout. It's really nice.
Okay. I'll get it. I'll get one. Like I'll get the biggest one that you serve. And I'm also NZ ski stuff. You guys do a discount, eh? You don't? Oh, pretty stuff. There it is.
I'll see.
Yeah. I got the card if you can just zap it or something.
I think there is, yeah. So I'll have a look on there.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I always ask before I come in with a live stream in case like some businesses are like, no, we don't like that.
Just don't talk about the shit beer, alright? Gotta say it's good.
Gotta say it's good.
Even if it's shit.
Even if it's crap, right? I gotta go for it.
Pretty much, yeah. Beer, good choice though.
Oh man, I love stouts and shit, yeah.
So that's it's a pretty simple, like, old school English porter.
Yeah.
Not amazingly exciting, but just tasty.
Run of the mill, but good.
Yeah.
You don't always need to add weird stuff to beer, you know?
No, you don't.
That's my philosophy.
I agree, actually.
What are you filming for, out of interest?
I'm just live streaming on a couple of different websites.
Cool, nice man.
Went down to that walkway, the boardwalk down there today.
Yeah, man.
Just chilled out down there and yeah.
I'm Stephen Omer, I'm the brewer here, so.
Oh hey man, I'm Ben on.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you,
I'll
Steve.
take it out.
So you made this beer?
Yeah.
Oh dude. Oh here.
It's just
Oh, you got to insert?
No, today, sir. How are we?
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, good.
Is it swipe or where's the?
Man, too much, mate.
Chocolate calf muscle.
Fuck me.
I just saw Mole today as well.
Sorry, you do it, man.
Mole.
What's he done?
Broken
That must be
ribs
inserted.
and split discs.
Oh, really?
Up on the mat. Yeah, he put a post up. He was
Thank you,
like,
man.
I'll see you next season. Must be pretty bad.
Oh, it's been, as yes, fucking massage the hell out of it.
Fair. Yes, I don't think he's going to be even
Thank you,
eating
man.
today.
Can we have a chat, man, about the beer as I taste it?
Yeah,
man.
why not? Always keen.
Dude, we've got the brewer here. Hey, this is cool. Where are we going to sit? Let's go over here. We've got the brewmaster here to give us a little comment. Oh, you know what we should do? Because we're inside, I should check that this is still working. Signal might be a little bit sketchy. Let me just check. Let me just check that this is all good, and if not, we'll have to go outside. Oh shit. Okay, looks all good. Looks all good. We're gonna get dinged here with music, but who cares? This did here. Stream is solid. Okay, cool. Did you get one as well?
Let's sit and have a beer. Why not?
Nice, man.
Why not? Eh? Why not?
This is Steve, the brewmaster here. Yeah?
Hey team.
So this is the stream that's happening now. This is the angle we got.
Cool.
You just joined us, so there's a little bit of latency.
That's all good.
But man,
that's all good.
So what have we got here?
We got old school English porter.
Old school English
Old school.
porter.
So we do weird and wonderful, and that's all cool. Obviously, you know, I just love, you know, lactose beers, heavily fruited, and all that kind of stuff. But what I love is making really good old school beers. So we got a dark mild in the fridge as well, which is an old school English ale. Yeah, I just like the fun of like slight nuances.
Yeah.
You know, kind of making an old beer just taste good.
Well,
yeah,
cheers, man.
Cheers.
Searchlight Brewery, folks.
Come and join us.
Oh shit, yeah, man.
Wow,
Dude.
It's probably a little bit cold. Well, not probably a touch, but
That's good, man. That's a great winter beer.
yeah, just perfect. Sat by the fire. So we did a coffee version. We did a little collab with a little coffee company in Fernhill.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just did 50 litres, and that was awesome.
This is the entire brew, 50 litres.
No, so this is the main version.
Okay.
Then we took off 50 litres, did a coffee version.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's what I like playing around with. Just we've got some little 50 litre expanders we can throw different things in.
Yeah. Dude.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm living in town for the winter, working
nice.
for Hill.
Oh, sweet.
And been doing live streams around, like just cruising and checking out places. And
Yeah, man.
ended up going down to the brewery here, Canyon Brewery.
Yep. Oh, the boys there are awesome.
Yeah, Mitch.
Yeah, we love those guys.
Mitch,
Yeah.
the manager there, an old friend of mine from Adelaide, in Australia.
Oh, true.
Yeah, and I put up a post, something on Facebook, just very generic. He's like, dude, I manage that place. I'm like, I haven't seen you in like 10 years.
With sales manager, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually rang me today about something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're good mates.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, no, they're a good bunch. New Zealand beer industry is pretty small.
Yeah.
You know, we
Everybody's like tight knit.
oh, it's not like, you know, the 3-4 brewers in town, like we, you know, I can ring them up and go, I need this, here you got it, and they're like, yeah man, sweet, like there's never any money exchange, it's just like, next time you need a favour,
Yeah.
you know. We're all competitive.
Yeah, you've got to be. You're in the same industry,
but you know, like if I need some feedback on a beer, you know, the boys at Altitude, I'd be like, yeah, sweet, bring it down, taste it.
Altitude, that's the one on Frankton.
Just on the way.
Yeah. So we had a at the beginning of the season there was a welcome to the winter season for the staff at Altitude.
Yep.
Then we had a night at Canyon. We haven't had a night here yet though, but I'm a driver, so we're just across the road. So
you driving?
I'm transit ski, so I'm a shuttle driver.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the guys often talk about coming up here and having a beer. So I'm sure we'll get up here as a team as well. Yeah.
You guys actually get 10% discount.
Yeah, I gave him my card.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah.
Too much curtain action.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
GoPros are super wide.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, eh? You can just kind of pretty cool stuff.
And you've got a 4G tower just across the ways here, so I'm tuned into that, sending the signal, so it should be perfect here. But I was wondering, but inside with like the walls and stuff, it seems like
Yeah, inside's pretty fine, like unless you go in the chiller or something. You lose but no, out here it's pretty good. So nice. Well, I hope you're enjoying it.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cozy in here, it's a nice setup.
Yeah, so we just got new owners only about 3 months ago, and his big mission make it warmer and cozier. So he's actually back in town after the weekend. But yeah, putting it a little warm, making it a little cozy, more heaters.
Yeah.
We're going to change out these tables at some point, get some better stools.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's a work in progress, but I hope the beer speaks for itself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. More than welcome anytime.
Well, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming in for a chat as well. And I'm going to enjoy this. Talk to my chat.
Enjoy.
Cool.
Cheers,
Steve.
guys.
Thanks, man.
All good.
Awesome, man. I don't know how the audio went there with the microphone, but I'm also very conscious about the commercial music. I'm going to sit like this. Oh, you know what I could do? We could test that light situation. We could do that here. I'm going to put a light on. A lot of background chatter. You're modifying the content, so I think you are good. Oh no, this will get dinged for sure. This music, YouTube will take this. Oh man, cheers, dude. Popcorn. Yeah, YouTube won't allow this. I'll have to mute this audio for sure. Let's put a light on and see how that works. This is going to be like so heavy on top of the GoPro. Oh no. Oh man, this hot shoe is broken. Oh wow, that's way too bright. So, I don't know what'll happen here. Does the GoPro change the exposure to match the light? Because that's not going to work. Let's see what happens. No need for a light? That actually works quite well. Still a little too bright. Yeah, but we're not going to be streaming later, Pablo. We're going to end the stream here. That's the idea wasn't to stream here all night kind of thing, just to wrap it up here. Pretty good. Benon is referring to a YouTube ding. Yeah. Oh, you thought I was talking about D-Live taking the stream down. No. I'm on YouTube and they won't like this music at all. So back up in the chat. I love how your mind works, always searching for better. Always. I'm not flirting with you. Float away. Yeah, this is a porter, not a stout porter. Well, it's a stout. I can put that down a little bit lower. Pablo, I never acquired a taste for stouts. IPAs all the way. You love your Indian pale ales. Okay. I called it. To each his own. Comtech, you and I, man. You and I. Freedom of choice, what a concept. 16 in the house, welcome everyone. We've got 16 viewers. It's pretty nice in here though. After being out in the cold, I'm really enjoying it in here. Don't need these. Food service, they just gave out some popcorn. Popcorn and beer. I feel like I'm in the movies. I'm craving a pastrami sandwich. Or some pulled pork. Wow. To vinyls, huh? See the dogs in the corner of frame? They're eating the wood, hey? Literally eating the wood. You're eating that wood? What are you eating that wood for? Is that Spuds McKenzie? I don't know who Spuds McKenzie is. Have you had that pizza yet? Forget the name. Pizza here in Queenstown. I have had pizza in Queenstown. Hell Pizza, yeah. The one that my housemate works at, Avi, he brought home a bunch of Hell Pizza. It's great. Yeah, he often brings home pizzas for me and leaves them in the fridge. It's really kind. Really nice guy. Avi, if you're watching, hello. And it was Jay's birthday yesterday. We're going to have a few beers tonight. Still think that light's a bit too bright. Got to perfect it. Yeah, Hell Pizza. Yeah, it's good, man. Really good. I'm just trying to check the This is the kind of beer that any place I go to, I look for a beer like this. This is Brad. Really just solid standout stout water. Brew house beers are the best. Yeah, it's totally, it's like a homebrew, you know? I aspire to make this with homebrew. Oh shit, that reminds me. I've got to get a homebrew. Fuck, I forgot about that. I got to get a homebrew for my August 28th of August. I got to make my 7 years on YouTube video, and I got to have a homebrew with it. So if you watch on my channel, I always do a 1 year, every year on the year, my celebration, and I always have a homebrew beer. And obviously I don't have homebrews here in New Zealand. I'm going to put the call out. Anyone on staff makes homebrew beer. Spuds McKenzie was a mascot for the Bud Light beer back in the 80s. Spuds McKenzie, so it's an American thing. Okay. I don't know if that would have come over here to New Zealand then. So those kind of things might have only been US, not New Zealand or Australia. So I don't know Spuds McKenzie. 16 viewers and no wheel action, face palm. I'm banned off the wheel, Pablo, I'm banned. They're not putting me on the wheel anymore. They hate me on D-Live. D-Live hates me, dude. They hate me. Robski, how you doing, Rob? Cheers, copper. Good thing I'm not in a call-in. You'd let fly right now, Pablo? I'm looking forward to being back home in Australia where we can have call-ins and really let fly. Eh?
Because whenever I go
yeah, I feel like there'll be a lot of what's the word? Not decongesting, deconstructing. After I get back, it'll be like late October. We'll have to sit down all together, do a stream, have a good conversation about the last 6 months and the last 6 months on D-Live as well. Like what's gone down in D-Live town while I've been missing, you know? I know I haven't been streaming as much because of the way life's taken its different toll. I'm doing different things. Hey Rob, what's happening in Sydney? Are you guys still getting hit with heavy rains, or is that subsided? The O and TOA. Hello, the O. I'm enjoying sitting here with music on though. I know it's not good for a stream, but I'm enjoying the tunes and the warmth and the beer and the popcorn. It's good vibes in the gym. It's raining right now. Okay. Shit, man. Is it raining heavily though, Rob, or is it just light rain? Friday afternoon, right? It must be like 1 p.m. or something? What time is it now? It's 5 p.m, so it's 3 p.m. for you. 3 p.m. Hasn't been that bad in the recent weeks? Okay. It's 3 p.m, yeah. Spuds Mackenzie was a white with black spots bull terrier. This is, no. White with black spots. That's bull, but this is solid white. But not the same, yeah. Pablo having our first alcohol in 2 weeks. Bourbon and Coke. Oh wow, man. Oh, I've got to check if I'm working tomorrow. Dude, I haven't got a roster yet. I'm on tomorrow. This is my last beer. I'm working tomorrow. I knew I was. My roster told me I was working, but I hadn't got it in deputy. But now it is there. There it is. There it is. What bus am I in? S8. Cool. S8's one of the newer ones. Sweet. So I'm working tomorrow, so this will be my last beer. But I'll probably have a beer at home with my housemates as well, because it's Jay's birthday. Actually, I wouldn't mind a whiskey when I get home. That's one whiskey. Should go and get a bottle of Jack. I might do that actually. Haven't had any Jack since I've been here. I might get a bottle of Jack on the way home. But I'm only having one. I'm on a break into your cool world. Cap game, cool world. I know Custard covered this. Anyone want to play a cap game? Who is this artist? I feel like Paul Dempsey covered this too. It's Mondo Rock, is it? Rob Mack. Mondo Rock. Have you ever had popcorn with a sprinkle of shredded Monterey Jack cheese on top? I never have that, Pablo. I've never had it. I still want to get that angle a bit better. I reckon I can put this down a little further. That's better. Just slightly down. So I guess what I'm learning here, or what I'm seeing here, is the GoPro was exposing for the room, and arguably it was a little too dark. I added a light to the GoPro. It seems to be managing the balance quite well. Like I've always given it, I don't know, I've given it a bad rap maybe. Maybe this could be okay for a sunset. Maybe it could work. I mean, that's the sunset if you think about it. Like that's more light than what I've got here, and we're balancing this light with that light, and it's kind of doing it relatively well. Maybe I'll have to give it a second thought. We could maybe use this. These dogs are nailing this wood though. Hey. It's always good to experiment. Good call, Pablo. Cheers, Pace Comtech. Hey, by the way, did you check that Discord comment I made in your Discord? Did you? I'd love to know that. Just for those that are wondering what we're talking about or not sure what's going on. So I've taught myself a little bit of AppleScript, and I've worked out how to use AppleScript to open a web page, scroll through the actual contents of the page, find a button that needs to be clicked, click the button, and then wait for a period of time, then come back and do the same thing over again. Now, how would this benefit you? Well, this is how you would click on a faucet. What's a faucet? A faucet is a way that they drip feed cryptocurrencies to people that the idea is that you would get influenced and you would start using the crypto. If they give you a little bit of it, then you might want to go in and invest in more. once you see your stack getting bigger. So back in the day, Bitcoin was drip-fed through faucets. There was an opportunity in 2013 to click a button on a faucet and you would receive up to 5 Bitcoin per time. Now I don't need to do the math for you, right? Like even right now when Bitcoin's down to like 20,000, 5 of them for free by clicking a button. So what I've done is I've worked out this Apple script and a bit of JavaScript as well. And I've got it to the point where as long as the faucet doesn't require a capture or a recapture, some of the ones require it once a day, and then you've got 24 hours to press that button every 15 minutes or whatever. I've got a script that will run that and do that. So I'm literally earning crypto right now. I'm not even at home. My computer's on, Apple script is playing, and the thing I put in Comtech's Discord server was, does anybody know any faucets, not necessarily Bitcoin, just any cryptocurrency faucets that either require once a day capture to prove your identity, and then you can go for the 24 hours of clicking. And I reckon I could manipulate the code to run on those particular faucets. The Hoodoo Guru is right on, yeah. What's my scene? Yeah, it's very cool. I've done scripts like that. Yeah, Comtech. I actually recall you telling me about this about a year ago. You were saying that you had a script that you'd programmed to do a similar thing, and I just didn't really understand it because Apple script can open up an app and like perform a task, but then to get it to click a button, you need to then have JavaScript hard baked into the Apple script. And I don't know anything like this, right? Like, last coding I ever did was like cascading style sheets, HTML, back in like Dreamweaver days. So I'm well and truly like out of my depth. But I did some tutorials. AppleScript's pretty easy. It's very spoken word. It's very like common language. JavaScript is a little more, like JavaScript is a bit more specific to the browser. So if you use the Brave browser, instead of, I don't know, like a command saying do, you use execute, or it could be the other way around, execute versus do. But what I'm saying is I'm learning, because of these faucets, and because of me wanting to do this, I've actually learned a bunch of JavaScript and a bunch of AppleScript. Yeah, it's cool. Doug's in the house. G'day, Doug. How you doing, man? Welcome to the Searchlight Brewery, Industrial Place, Queenstown, Gorge Road. TPLS have a faucet that does not require a capture. Can you put that in the Discord? So I'll go and have a look at that tonight, man. Akadaka in the background. Dude, it's an Aussie onslaught right now. I'll be interested to see when I get home how many copyright things I've got on the YouTube. All of these songs will be copyrighted. Hey. Sure thing, Gibbs. Thanks, Comtech. In your server, man. In your one. How well can you hear that music? Is it like YouTube's going to pick it up, aren't they? The algorithm's working overtime right now. If I sing out of time, is that working? I've already been dinged. Sometimes you've got to just say, fuck it, hey, like, get the ding, get the copyright ding, ride the ding. I mean, I knew I was coming here at the end. What brewery or what bar are you going to go to where there's not music playing? You're always going to get copyright struck. That's why the system needs to be fixed. Like this idea, so this bar, in Australia it's called APRA, and they pay a certain amount of money per year to play commercial music. So they have their license to play the music in the bar. So they've already paid for that. I'm sure there's the equivalent in New Zealand. So these guys have already paid that fee. So then why should the record labels earn again once they've already earned off the bar playing? Just because I'm streaming this, they've already paid the money to play this music. So they're getting a double dip, basically. A day off today? Yeah, I'm working tomorrow, but this is my second day off in a row. 2 days off. Paul Kelly. Who's winning the cap game? Hello? Lobber Bob's in the chat. Hey Gibbs, hope you're doing good. Great to catch you live with Willie Otto. Thank you, man. How you doing, Lobber Bob?
Really good.
That link is in your crypto chat, Gibbs. Oh, okay. Thanks, Comptank. Thank you, man. Shiloh Rose in the house. All we need now is Hendrik, and we can talk about being level. How you doing, Charlotte? Good to see you. 18 viewers and still no wheel love. Let's fucking go! 'Cause if H-Man does turn up, I want to do the level. Are we level? I want to see how he responds. I don't know how he happened to him in the end. What do you mean, Henry? In the end of when? You're still going on YouTube? Yeah, Charles, it'll still be playing on YouTube, but I know I'll have already had notifications saying the copyright of this stream is now being... There'll be like multiple instances of it. But it'll still stream, but I won't earn anything from this content. But what I'm saying is, you can definitely have copyrighted content on YouTube as long as you're willing to give the copyright owner the royalties. Now in my case, I'm not earning much royalties at all, right? The amount is so tangible, so negligible, it's not even worth discussing. The fact is, I'm not earning it, somebody else is. The owner of the Paul Kelly and the Colored Girls record deal back in the late 80s, music, Melvin Doug will be able to confirm what year this album came out. Gossip, right? Gossip was the album. He'll confirm what year that was, but I'm not earning from it, is what the point. Now, if I was a big streamer and there was millions of people watching, that would suck, because I'd be earning a lot. I'm not earning anything. The content can stay up, or I can mute the audio wherever the song comes in. I can mute the audio and then still keep the royalties. John Farnham. Dude, this is like an Australian mix. Johnny Farnham. Paul Kelly and the Colored Girls. I was thinking about this the other day, this song. Pablo, where are the ski tourists from mainly? Australia? So it's a combination of New Zealand school holidays and Australian school holidays. I'd say that the crew here are locals though. We're not in town right now, we're out of town, we're in the industrial estate, so to come here you've got to know it's here, and then you've got to get your own way out here. Well, there's a bus, but it's not like we're in downtown where any tourist can just walk in. It's a bit further out of the way. This could be a shunting 5, done, fully, hey. The last few songs, right on. John Farnham had a mullet back in the 90s, eh? Or the late 80s. I had this album, Whispering Jack, on cassette. The dogs are on fire. What do you reckon is going to be the next band? It's all been Australian. Midnight Oil. I'm going with Midnight Oil coming up next. The Oils, mate. The Oils. Then maybe it'll move into like more like current music. Maybe they'll get some Spiderbait and some Magic Dirt or something. But I feel like the Oils are coming up next. So. Pet the Dog. God, a buffalo, dude! You just come in with that. There you go, man. Now, what are you going to give for me, Guy on a Buffalo? I pet the dog. I pet the dog like you requested. My Eunice, wow! There's no Tidy Labs on this. Tidy Labs is down, but I appreciate the diamond. The ice cream even. Nice dogs, hey, like they got really nice, spiky, but I was going to say soft and firm at the same time. You reckon Horses by Daryl Braithwaite? I'm going Beds Are Burning. No? Thought it was Oasis, no? The Church? It's Daryl Braithwaite. Aussie crawl, is it, Doug? Yeah, it's Jimmy Barnes, isn't it? Wait. Is this the way it's gonna be forever? It's Chisel. No, it's not. Take a hold of loneliness. No, it's not that song.
After about 18 beers, big fat
So I don't know what this is, but it's familiar.
Take her anyway, we're going to go to this. So let's go for breakfast. And on the way, we'll change your name to mine. My mother's
Just a bit of my own thing. Yeah. Want to come and have a chat, man?
Yeah, sure.
Pull up a stool there. We were wondering, hey, like the chat and I are talking about the music. It seems like it's all Aussie tunes right now.
Mine being the brewer's fiance, she's Aussie. So.
Is she? Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Bar.
How you going, man? Ben on. Really enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, it's
fucking
good.
rad. Yeah. So we got the chat going here. We're all trying to work out what the next band's going to be. Is it random or is it a disc or something?
It's on shuffle.
It's on shuffle. Yeah.
Something, I don't know. Brewer chucked it on, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
So we were asking about like the patrons that come here. Is it like ski tourists or is it locals? Because they're a bit out of town.
Yeah. Mostly locals, because it's like locals know about it. And then it's on the way back from Coronet, so.
Oh yeah. And there is a sign up saying brewery as well.
And we've got some new signs that are going to go up soon as well.
Yeah. So you'll get people coming down the mountain that come in here.
Yeah, pretty rarely, but yeah. Mostly just locals.
Tradies know about it, yeah. So I work with NZ Ski and we're the transport team. The buses across the way. So those guys come over here after coming over to Europe. Yeah. I'm sure we'll do it plenty of times throughout. After the school holidays die off,
A bit quieter. Yeah, bring them all in.
Yeah, man.
Be happy to have you.
Yeah, dude.
Before we jump back, do some cleaning and
Yeah, man.
nice man.
Yeah, cool, dude. Sounds a bit like James Rain. Right, okay. So I'm curious, you pay per hour. What do you mean by that? Pay by hour? What are we paying for? What do you mean paying by hour? What's this about? It's definitely Australian crawl, okay. Charles, thank you, man. Yal Morris Young over on YouTube asking, Strictly Split and ask if you are bonding, using any bonding. Yo, Morris Young, hello. I'm not looking at the YouTube chat, I'm only looking at the DLive chat, but I appreciate the question, and I also appreciate Charles posting it in the DLive chat so I could see it. Thank you, Morris, for the conversation, for the question. Thank you, Charles, for the conversation. To answer your question, yes, I am using a bonding service. I use the Teradek VDU Go and also the share link service from Teradek. It's all linked in my about section down below if you want to go and have a look. Basically, I have two 4G signals that sends it up to a cloud, and then that cloud then sends it out to make the stream. So it's basically redundancy. Two 4G signals gives it redundancy. How much money do you make as a ski bus driver? You want to just ask that up front, Pablo? I'm on $23.90 an hour. $23.90 an hour. New Zealand, Kiwi. Yeah, $23.90. Doesn't want to go outside.
Okay, come here.
Come here.
Oh, we got another dog in the place. They'll be alright, they got to chill for a bit. There's a foreign dog. That was sick. Been told. I'll take a slash, folks, then I guess we'll get out of here because we're only going to have one because I've got to work tomorrow and it's 12-hour shifts starting at 6:45 a.m. So there's only I'm going to have a drink with my housemates because it's Jay's birthday. I'm going to have one drink and then go to bed. I got to be, I got to be wary of that, right? I got to be wary of how much, because you can't have any alcohol in your system as a bus driver. So I'm going to go and take a quick slash. There's a restroom right there. We'll be back momentarily. We'll go outside and wrap the stream, but I'll just take a slash and. Alright, so we should depart here, and I guess we'll wrap the stream up as well at some point very, very soon. Let me just... there's the other thing too, there's a GoPro setting to eliminate the flicker from these incandescent lights. I didn't turn that on either. Jimmy. All right, so let's get out of here. I'll go and say thanks to the brewer, and then we'll get out and we'll wrap the stream up outside somewhere where it's a bit quieter. Yeah, the idea tonight wasn't to do a long stream, just to do a, you know, not a sunset stream. Let me just click this down. to take this light off right now. We don't need it outside. We'll get rid of this thing. I might put this away. Alright, back out into the cold, from whence we will end the stream. It's right about now when, if I wasn't working tomorrow, you know we'd be charging on, right? Got my gloves. Yeah, if we weren't working tomorrow, or if I wasn't working tomorrow, I'd be charging on, but this has to, you know, I gotta think about this. I've got responsibilities. So I've got to make the decision, and the decision is we're going to end the stream. Where are we going to end the stream? So we're not far from home. Well, I guess we'll just get back down out of the industrial estate. Maybe we should end the stream in front of the... Oh, you know what we could do? Oh, that'd be stupid. I was going to say we could go back down to the walkway where we started and finish the walk, but we don't need to do that. We'll kind of go back down to that area, and that's where we'll wrap the stream up. But that was cozy in there, wasn't it? I mean, like I was trying to say, there's going to be multiple instances of copyright claims on YouTube, but sometimes you just got to say, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck you softly, I'm gonna screw. You got to just say, whatever, hey, it's going to happen, we're going to get dinged. I mean, you tell me a bar that doesn't play music. Doesn't exist. So no matter where you go, if you're going to go into a bar or a brewery, you're going to always have music playing. So you're going to have to just accept that YouTube is going to ding you with copyright. Like I said in there, the system is flawed. Totally flawed. Because the bar has already paid their license to play that music. That's what I don't get, right? Like, what do we hear? Mondo Rock and Australia Crawl. They've already been paid to have that music playing in that bar, in the sense that the bar has paid a licensing fee to have the ability to play commercial music. That's, in Australia, it's called APRA. They've paid that fee. I know we're in New Zealand, but they'd be the equivalent here. They've paid their fee, so why should those bands, those artists, those record labels get a double dip just because someone comes in and live streams in there? Doesn't make any sense. The system's wrong. So we're back on Gorge Road, and we're going to walk a little ways. I guess we're going to wrap it up. We are so close to the 4G tower. If you're ever going to get the best signal possible, it's going to be pretty much where we are. Dude, what have I got? Put the gloves back on, man. It's so cold out here. Yeah, but as I left, don't know if you saw it or heard, but I had a quick chat with Steve, and he said, he gave me his card, drop me an email, and I'll timestamp link. I'll send him a link with a timestamp to when the stream went into the bar, or into the brewery. Maybe their marketing team might want to do something, and we could do something. See, we could do another stream up there where we come and sample, you know, some of their newer beers. Because it's a brewery, so they always change their menu, right? It's constantly changing and evolving. So we could go up there, you know, on a Friday and say, well, here's a live stream where we're going to sample the 5 new beers. And by the way, these are on tap now for the next 3 weeks. And if you want to come in, come on up. And then we could promote it. And this is the beauty of it. Hey, by the way, check this out. Look at this, man. Cecil Peak. No more sun on there, but I guess the GoPro is exposing correctly. And it's Friday night, so night skiing will be on. Night skiing. Coronet Peak style, night skiing. Night skiing deserves a quiet night. REM, folks. So where are we going to wrap this stream up? Are we going to walk home? No, we're not. We're going to wrap it up soon. I'll pick a spot. Oh, you know what? I want to show you something. There's a little There's a little hut down here that I'm not too sure. I saw it the other week. Now, it looks like a cute little... Dude, it's 40 right here. That dude was doing like 80 in a 40 zone. I know it's 40 because my E-road dings me because it goes from 40 to 80, or 80 to 40, and I always get dinged on the way back. That guy was flying along. Yeah, there's a little hut just along here, and I always wondered what this was. Where is it? It's like a little house. Oh shit, man. It is cold, dude. It is cold. Lucky I'm not far from home because I would not want to be I'm only in jeans. I'm not in the cold, not in the best cold weather attire right now. Yeah, check this out. So we've just come off the street here, and there's a little hut here. It looks like a house. I don't know what this is, but it's cozy. There's nothing in there. It's just a little hut. There's no one here. It's just quiet and cozy. And I guess what I'm getting at is this would be a great place to end the stream. So I could put you on top of this thing, and I'll just get the chat out and we'll say our farewells here. Hang on one second. I find this difficult to do with the glove on, to open this thing up. Oh, that's better. So if I put you yahoos... Actually, I was forgetting, this is the GoPro with the max lens mod. I can put you on any angle and you're always level. What am I trying to stand this thing up for? Just put it however I want. So let's just put this up here. And I'll just... this is so cool. Like my camera... This is what it's going to be like when we do the live stream from the bus. I'll just put you on any angle, and I know you're straight. I know it's like the camera. There's no way of you knowing, but the camera is sitting like this, whereas before it was, and it's so cool. If you ever want to use a GoPro, definitely get a max lens mod. It's so cool. So let's let me just close that door. Yeah. Let me get the chat out and I'll say my farewells. Refresh the chisel chat here. And also, I didn't do this spiel, but I normally do it. If you're watching this stream and you're not on DLive and you're chatting to me, I'm not being rude. I'm just not seeing the chat. I'm only seeing one chat. It's the one on DLive. Well, that was what I was seeing throughout this stream, but yeah, so I apologize, and I appreciate Charles coming in and letting me know what the conversation was on YouTube. That's a bit too high up on the angel, isn't it? Just go a little bit lower. Made in the USA reviews with some ice creams and lemons. Dude, I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much for the Mayunas wows. How you doing, dude? Been a long time since we've seen you. A lot of the crew have come back on DLive in sometimes it's like takes a little while for crew to turn up, but there's a lot of crew here that haven't been here. Lives in the Woods Bear. Lives in the Woods Bear. I haven't seen you in a long time either. Shit. It's a New Zealand love shack. I've seen information stations for tourists. It could be. It could be. Yeah, it could be. You're right. It could be. And maybe it's only operational in like the summer months or something. Uh-oh, he wants to show us something. Yeah, I walked past here and I was like, what is that? Who is dubbing him? It looks like a foreign film. What was that about? Is the audio out of sync? Is it really? Is the audio out of sync? Okay. In that case, I'm going to wrap this up. This is out of sync. I don't want to be out of sync. Let's do a little audio clap to check. Tell me how much out of sync this is. Did you see the clap or hear the clap first? And if you got the clap, go and see a doctor. Shit. All right, folks, let's get out of here. Thanks for the hang time gives. See you all soon. Thank you, guys. I'm going to be working now for the next 5 days. I got 5 days on, 2 days off. I'll try to stream when I have my days off, but you know. No, it's perfectly in sync. 2 seconds after, Comtech. You saw it first. So it's, for the O and T, it's perfectly in sync, but everyone else is out of sync. Shit. All right, that tells me something's wrong. I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for wandering around with me on this stream. We had 2 beers. We had a stout down by the little creek there. We walked around the reserve. If you didn't see that, go back and watch the beginning of the stream. It was fun. It was great. And then we went into the Searchlight Brewery and met Steve, the brewmaster, and had a lovely porter, not a stout, a porter, and it was freaking awesome. And if I wasn't working tomorrow, I'd be getting 3 more of those, and I'd be legless later on, but I gotta work, so I gotta make myself, I gotta be realistic about this. I got responsibilities for the first time in my life. And in such, well, I'm trying to stall here because I know this is gonna take forever to get to this page here. I'm gonna end the stream. We do have a situation in front of us though, and it's called the remote app on the Go Light stream, and this could take a while, so just bear with me. I should have loaded it before, but just bear with me. It's happening. It's not happening, is it? I'm just trying to get to my end screen here, and it's latency. Charlotte, calm down. I know I saw your comment the other day. It's always the latency at the end. It's just not doing anything, dudes. Let me try loading it up in Chrome. They told me to load Chrome. Let me see. Got to reload that page, don't I? Man, this sucks. Just trying to end the stream here, folks. End it. Wow, it says I'm offline. It says I'm offline right now. Buh? Maybe I've already ended it. Doesn't make any sense. Charlotte's laughing. I'm obviously not offline. I'm online. This is frustrating. This has to be fixed, Go Light Stream. This is like an authentication issue. So, oh shit, hello door, you just opened. Yeah, this is like an authentication thing. So, my phone, the SIM that's in here right now is not the usual SIM. So I think the YouTube API that plugs into the remote.golightstream app, which isn't an app, it's a browser, it's an in-browser app. I think there's some kind of authentication issue where it thinks that I'm trying to access under credentials that were accessed using credentials like root credentials, so the root directory or the root login, the root login isn't the root login that I'm using now because I got a new SIM in this. So, fuck, it's so stupid to explain, but the SIM card that's in this phone right now isn't my SIM card that I use daily. That SIM is what I'm streaming from. So that SIM card is in my streaming encoder because that's where the stream goes from. So the SIM that's in here is my Aussie SIM. Yet the phone has always been logged in New Zealand, but now it's logged in as the Australian login using Wi-Fi from that SIM. So I think that's where it's I think that's what's coming unstuck. The workaround is to kill all the freaking apps. Also, shut the phone down. I'm gonna turn it right off, power it right off, and then power it back up. And maybe somehow that like logs it back into a state of like, okay, see, now we're entering this territory that I don't understand. I'm not very good with that kind of tech back end. I'm just powering this back up. Dude, it's so cold. I've got to put a glove back on. At least one hand needs to be warm. Because I never had this issue in Australia and we've been using Go Lightstream for how long? And I've never had this kind of like, the app just, and man, it works flawlessly at home. flawlessly. So, yeah, I don't know. Enter my passcode. 4 digits. 4 of them. Try to guess them. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go back to remote.go lightstream. Oh, we're not even on the Wi-Fi now. So we're connected to the Wi-Fi. Hawk Wi-Fi. Yep. Swish. All this to end the stream. You think that this would be the easy part, right? Remote.golightstream.com. Let's load it. That's Gavin cleaning the buses in the yard. I can hear the sound. I know that sound. I've cleaned buses. It's not opening. It's just sitting on a stalemate page. It's just going, nah, not going to open that page. For some fucked up reason. It's so annoying. Let's go to Chrome. Just sits in this never-ending cycle of umness. Stop it. I'm going to go back to Lightstream. I'm going to their generic landing page on their site. Go to start streaming. Launch Lightstream remote. Click that. Now this should come up with where do you want to stream to? YouTube, Twitch, or whatever the other ones are. I can't recall. And it just sort of sits on that page. I've been here 100 times or 4 times. We've done this so many times. We know what this is. It just sits on this page. It's like it's just not gonna load that page. I'm gonna let it sit there and I'm gonna take a slash. This is gonna take forever. So we're just gonna wait for it. Frustrating. Super frustrating. I'm watching it, still hasn't loaded. Still hasn't loaded. Still hasn't loaded, and it hasn't progressed either, so there's something majorly wrong. What could that be though? Like it's still sitting, look, it's still sitting on that same, just so frustrating. And I can't even ask about it because they booted me from their Discord for asking about it. So I'm at this stalemate with remote.go Lightstream where there's obviously a problem, but I can't ask about it because they submit a ticket, literally submit a ticket. I got to submit a ticket to get a response from them. I got to submit a ticket. It's so frustrating. All I'm trying to do is end the stream. End it. And you might say, well, is your internet not working? Dude, I'm literally on the internet watching the DLive chat. So the internet's fine, right? It's not the internet. I'm streaming from that internet service. So the internet's freaking fine. It's just loading that page. And I've got to tell you, it's something to do with, it's the authentication. It has to be. It's obviously remote.go Lightstream has to tie into the YouTube API. And I think the YouTube API is having a hissy fit when it sees me logging in under a SIM card that's Australian, yet I'm in New Zealand. I think that's where the issue lies. But I could be wrong. Either way, it's not gonna happen for me. So imagine I was trying to run an alert, like someone drops a triple give. Back in Australia, when someone dropped the triple give, I'd go into the remote and trigger the triple give. I can't even load the remote here. So there's no chance of doing any of that shit. So I'm super frustrated. I'm cold. I don't want to be out here doing this shit. I just want it to work. I'm back to the homepage now. Back to the homepage. I'll kill the Chrome app. Where is Chrome? Chrome's already been killed. So frustrating, dudes. Just loading. You know what, should I just stop it elsewhere? Should I just go to restream.io and just stop the stream there? But okay, if I do that, the problem with going outside of Lightstream and stopping the stream is that I'll stop the stream and I'll turn off my encoder and all of my data will be turned off, yet Go Lightstream will still be streaming. It went for 3 days until somebody at Lightstream stopped it. That was on the back of me posting in their Discord saying, something's wrong, dudes, it's still streaming. I'm not live. All of my gear's switched off. I'm not using data. It's your end that's streaming. And I can't control it because this web page won't load for me. And you want to see that I'm not making this shit up? Let's go to any other web page. Let's go to the Difford's Guide. This is the website that tells you how to make cocktails. Marty got me onto it. There it is, affogato cocktail. You want to go and search for a different cocktail? Let's go for a pina colada. Oops, that was a bad search term. Pina colada. Difford's recipe. There it is, straight away. Like, so there's no issue with my internet connection, right? There's none of that. There is an issue with this remote.go Lightstream. I keep saying app, but it's an in-browser app. That's probably the problem. They should make a fucking app instead of half-assing it and doing a browser app. Make an actual app that once you input your credentials, you're in. Instead of this shit, hey. You know what, I'm over it. I'm gonna just end it on Restream. I'm gonna go to restream.io. Wait for this to load. So this is the Restream app. This will have my stream playing here. So there we are. And these are all the destinations I'm streaming to. So I'll just go down and kill them all. Kill them all! Master! Let's just kill them all. Can I do it all in one go? You gotta go and do them individually. Toggle all off. Okay, well at this point, I guess I'll just wait for a moment to, because at least this will kill the stream on YouTube and whatever. Oh, let's have a look at the YouTube stream if it's still up. Okay, it says it's still up. Cool, cool, cool. So I guess I'll just wait. Okay, so from now on, I'm gonna just do it this way. Like, fuck the ending slate. Let's just kill it. And I'll say thanks for being here. Thanks for the comments, the contributions, the financial contributions. Thanks for hanging out with me. Apologies for this remote Go Lightstream crap. This is a terrible... I'm about ready to kill the subscription to that thing and move on, but let's give it a little bit of latency. I'm gonna just move out of the way so I can put my end slate on YouTube. That'll come up here for 20 seconds. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Yeah?